me know if this is too loud. Not my mic, this. Because we're going to have some background music this time around instead of the big empty nothing. The void of which I feel every time I look at prices on eBay. Hey, big nut hole, how's it doing? It's doing all right. I got 2 videos out in a somewhat timely manner. I made the Nintendo one today. Also, you finally got 300 gooters again. Let's go. Yeah, 300 subscribers, baby. Made it to 300. We only need 200 more for super chats, and I need, what, 1,400 hours? A little bit less than 1,400 hours to get to 3,000 watch time hours for that, for super chats specifically. So that's good, but I got some other stuff to talk about as well. Well, first off, I got to talk about this eBay stuff. We're going to do some eBay shopping again. And we'll actually go, I have an entire list of old consoles we could do, and new consoles like the Switch 2 we could look at, because these people are insane. I don't know where they grew up, or how much disposable income they have, but they don't know how to adequately price crap. Okay, either the buyer or the seller, or not. Yeah, either the buyer or the seller. They're insane. So we'll start out with this. This is a P992 Trinitron 19-inch CRT computer monitor retro gaming for the algorithm. Vintage gaming for the 1600 by 1200 at 85 hertz. That's how they describe it in their title. This could actually do 1920 by 1440p at 70 hertz, which is why I wanted it. And you say, well, didn't you buy it because this is the sold sign? No, because $300 was too much. I might have lowballed it when I did my offer. This was like the first time I ever did an offer. I didn't do an offer with any other purchase, right? I bought it as is. But when I... Oh, dude, what's up, guy? Dude, bro, how much longer until mic check becomes real again? It'll probably be maybe the end of the year. I don't know. I don't know how lucky I'll get. Explode! Exclamation point, explode! But I believe this price was too much. Like I said, I probably thought I lowballed it a little bit. I gave him an offer of $235. It was with free shipping, too, and I'm like, I don't think it's worth this price. I got my Diamondtron for $200 when it was $150, so I'm like, $80 more for 2 inches and better horizontal frequency, vertical frequency, FPS maybe, But I was declined because it sold the same day it was out. So it bought up for $300. It's like, oh, okay, so apparently people think that's the adequate price. All right, let's try something else then. There was another one. There were 2 P992s on the same day, I think. No. This came a day before. That one came a day after, because that's August 3rd, right? So, in this bid history, you'll see the absolute insanity of people waiting until the last day to bid on things. So, this person wanted $350 plus over $50 shipping, right? It was going to be over $400. Insane. Because, like I just said, this P992 sold before this one sold, right? Even though this one was out first, it sold second. And these people, I was the first to actually bid on it. I actually bid on it, and then the person gave 3 new photos the next day, and then I retracted my bid on the principle that they were adding new pictures after the fact and not the first day. But the idea was when I also bid on it first, bidded on it first, is that I believe that someone was going to overpay for this, and I was correct in the long run, even after I retracted my bid. So I waited a whole week because I'm waiting for this to go down in price, right? And I'm throwing offers. I threw 5 offers at this guy. Okay, you know what? I actually should pull up my offers. Dude, you're going to get Dude, this is insane. These offers are so trash. I can't believe... Not mine! No, okay. The one the person gave back to me was trash. I need to find him. Oh, I don't know. Can you find it for an item that's already been sold? Oh, God. I should have took a screenshot. I should have took a screenshot of the offers. Can I see original listing? Oh, no. Dude. Okay, so... okay, here are my 5 offers, right? $275 I wanted for this because plus $50 shipping would be over $325, right? And that P992 sold for $300, right? Basic math. Guy denies me. I'm like, okay, I'll try $275. Oh, no, I did $250 first. Excuse me. I did 250 first. Denied. I tried 275 the next day. Denied. He comes back with a counter offer of $500. You're selling this for $350, and you came back with a counter offer of $500? Are you moronic? Are you kidding? Why? What? What? I obviously declined that offer. I'm like, okay, let's do 300 then. Denied. Let's do 310 or not. No. Yeah, 300. No, the 300 one was expired. You can let offers expire on eBay. You don't have to respond to any offer if you don't want to. I did 310 and then I did 320 and both those expired. So I had 5 offers. eBay should have saved the offer history to your account, probably. Like I said, I'm still relatively new to offering. I don't use that option very often because these people are psychopaths and they don't. What is reasonability? Hold on, let me look it up. See if it's in there somewhere. Probably in account settings. Let's see. Hold on. Oh no, they have my offers, but a lot of those offers are declined. They're not from me. They're from other people. More actions. No, it's not. And those people, anyways, this long story short, these people waited till like the last 5 minutes, right? You can tell, look, 3rd of August, 2025 at 2:03 p.m., right? They waited almost the exact same time, like a minute before it was going to go away to bid on this. These people are insane. Sounds like a spike counteroffer. It was. Because if you're selling it for $350 or having an auction or a bid for $350 as your starting price, and no one's buying it for the first week, almost they had to wait till the last minute to bid because they were worried someone else was going to do it. That's why there was only 2 people here, which they're both insane for even raising the price above $350. They ended up buying it for $371. I'm like, dude, it's way too overpriced. Talked about it before. It's way too overpriced. Similar items have been sold for cheaper. You absolute morons, maniacs, maniacs, maniacs. All right, hold on. Bids and offers. Oh, wait, there's one offer I say. That's the 320 offer that expired. That's the only one they're showing, though. I absolutely used all my offers. You only get 5. Okay, you only get 5 offers. That's all you get, but yeah. I don't have like a perfect listing of it. They don't have it the way I'm looking for it anyways. So I'm still going to be looking for another 19-incher. Just like, I wanted that monitor, but not for that price. That was way too expensive. Counter offers might be saved to your email if you have notifications also sent to your email. I don't need to show it off. I'm not lying. I'm not lying about it. It's all right. The prices are correct. That's what I'm saying. I know it was 270 or 250, 275, 300, 310, 320. Those were my 5 offers. They only did one counter offer, which was the 500 one, which is insane. These people are moronic. Also, you guys say anything on Twitch chat? Hold on. Sorry, Twitch chat was low. Yo, Big Boris! Long time no see. Hold on. Sorry, I was reading YouTube chat looking at it. Good golly, has it been a week already? Yes, it has been. I won the swoop race by a millisecond. Duke, are you a homosexual? You act like one. Okay, don't project upon me your types of mannerisms and personality. But no, I'm not gay. Is Duke Mpreg? No. Crazy. You should bid only $1 higher each time against your competitors to see if you win. No one was bidding on this, though. You can't outbid someone no one else is bidding on. But I'm not going to wait till the last 5 minutes all the time because the price was too high. Okay, if no one bids within the first week, that means the price is too high. Not the fact that people want it, it's too high. But there's other people out there that don't care, that have disposable income, or just throw money at things they think is adequate in their mind and just throw it at it. They don't care. Throw money on the wall, see if it sticks. More like he was ignoring Schizo Twitch chat. It's not even being Schizo. Where's Predator Joker? I missed him. I don't have any emojis on YouTube. Twitch I do. I just haven't had any for the Pregnant Joker. I do have some. I'm pretty sure I have emojis on here. I have follower emojis, don't I? Why do I have 99 plus viewer requests? Who is this from? Oh, those are from those requests are actually not for like unbanning or anything because I don't have anyone banned. They're for like hydrate and stuff like that. They count that as a request. So you win by default. I don't want to. It's a Pyrrhic victory, Big Boris. It's a Pyrrhic victory. I don't want to spend $400 for a 19-inch CRT. That's too much. Okay, I don't care if it's brand new. I think it's still a little too much. They said that one, the one that sold for $371, Oh, we haven't used it for 15 years. I don't believe you. You let it sit for 15 years? Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. A lot of tall tales out there. Yeah, look at that smush thumbs up emoji, the big brain emoji. Suffering succotash, I didn't think you'd remember your roots. Indeed. It's not like it was that long ago. Okay, so now today we're also going to look at other eBay shopping stuff. And me ranting about it as we go. Gartic phone win. I don't think today. Maybe next week. All right, let's get up the eBay. Here we go. I've never used eBay. I didn't want to either, but it's like you're basically forced into it if you can't find anything locally. For appropriate price. eBay has the largest amount of CRT monitors I've seen. I've tried Mercari. I've tried Facebook Marketplace. I've tried Craigslist was the thing I didn't mention before, but Craigslist as well. I'm like, there's nowhere near my area. And driving hundreds of miles for a CRT monitor, I'm good. I'm good. No, thank you. I'll pass. Would you? Would you drive hundreds of miles for a Switch 2? How about that, chat? Would you drive hundreds of miles for the Switch 2? Also, thank every new person for following me on Twitch. Anyway, so we're going to start with Atari 2600. I don't know if you like this console or even touched one. I've touched one in my entire life. The actual console, but the coaxial cable was broken. Coax cable, not coaxial. Coax cable. I bought an amiibo on eBay that's usually sold up to... You said you never used eBay. I've never used eBay. I bought an amiibo on eBay. Which is it? You drive? Maybe I have before. Well, I don't have really good public transportation. Even my bus is around where I'm at, you know? Hitch a ride on top of someone else's car. Yeah, I should just hitchhike in my town. Put my thumb up. I wouldn't even drive 15 minutes to my local GameStop. I'd rather Sudoku than use eBay. It's not that bad. Okay? It's just... I'd argue the freaking buyer's worse than the seller. Who's dumber? The fool or the fool that you follow? Like... I don't know, man. It's just... I'm picking a lesser of two evils. I gotta compete with morons. Competing with a moron. Oh my god, dude. And it feels like a pendulum. It swings towards one direction and to another of whether or not who's gonna be dumber. Okay? Just sprint like I do. Sprint hundreds of miles. Yeah, marathon. Okay, so the Atari 2600 at retail was like $190. It was like 1972 or something like that. It was the 70s. Chill, what is this? Fox News? I gave my friend money and he bought it using his account. Okay, that's just using eBay through that proxy, okay? But why would you buy an amiibo for that price? Bro, they're like $30 now. I just saw on the official Nintendo website, most of those amiibos are $20 to $30. Dude, let me ask you this then. The prisoner picked the bread over the key. Why did he pick the bread? If you know that you're a true philosopher. Tell you what, I'd rather just die. I don't care. Would you eat a Nintendo Switch 2 or get out of prison? Man cannot live off of bread alone. The key to my mind. I need the key to the people's minds. eBay sounds like a Middle Eastern farmer's market boutique. Bread tastes better than key. Bread tastes better than key. My only experience with the 2600 is seeing some at thrift stores and finding a clone system on some train tracks. Nice. It's pretty much a steal. I like collecting them. I bought them for $20. Yeah, you're the worst kind of... I hate you. I hate you. I hate... 348 point whatever million extras. Code written in hate. Hate. I'm not... Okay, I've already talked about this before. Big Voice, you weren't here for it, so I'll reiterate it yet again. I'm not a big fan of collectors who just let things sit. Okay? These things were meant to be played, not just simply owned. All right, you would eat it, and also collectors usually overprice the hell out of things based on their own sentimentality, instead of the person to which they're trying to sell to. You would eat a Nintendo Switch 2 for a contact board now. I'll take the Switch 2 for $500. Why are you? It's $450 right now. Why would you pay $500? $500 for the bundle with Mario Kart World, a not very good Mario Kart. Let's run these numbers real quick. And Amiibo's worth $30. I bought one for $20. No, some of them are worth $20 on the official website. What did I just say? Did you pay for shipping? You didn't mention that part either, nor did you mention sales tax. Nice try, though. Anyways, schizo moment. Anyway. The Atari 2600. Some of these people were schizo. Like, what? You want an original set case for $100? No. This is Atari Lynx for a 450. What? Oh, that's 12 games. Hold on. No, it's still not worth that. No, it's not. You're just holding it to sell it later. That's the whole point at this rate. Are you really going to be playing the Atari Lynx even an hour a day? Are you going to go out of your way to play the Atari Lynx an hour a day at bare minimum? That was his iconic hate speech as I am from... Yes, I have no mouth and I must scream. Yes, that's what I was referencing. It's just for parts is crazy. Does that mean the console's in parts but the controllers are fine? Look how many controllers this person has on the Atari 2600. Somebody's pressed they don't have a cool amiibo like I do. Don't even try it. I got the money. I ain't buy. Why would I buy an amiibo? Do I own a Switch right now? No. Do I own a Wii U? No. Do I own a Switch 2? No. All right, let's actually look at this one. This was a new listing. It's pre-owned. This one has some promise. Dang, this looks good. Wow, and is this? I don't think this is refurbished or anything. What? Where are they holding this? It's like a 50-year-old console. Where'd you have this? You can't afford. That's because you're a bum, Rocky. You can't afford a Wii U. You can. I actually can. I actually don't think you can. Actually, perchance. Imagine you have to rebuild the whole console. I'd rather. Well, it's probably not that complicated for Atari 2600, honestly. But you got the coaxial stuff or coax attachment. Did it got some good games? I can't believe I'm talking about the Atari 2600 saying, yeah, these got some good games. Asteroids is good. 1. Pac-Man 2. Frogger 3. I don't know the rest of them. I don't know if any of these are good. Duke is a true philosopher. Okay, I gotta pin that. Thank you for posting the clips in chat so I could feature them. Thank you. It is featured. Congratulations. Where's Haunted House? This not there. My first thought was that, oh, neat. An Atari 2600 code system, but when I pulled it off the tracks, water immediately poured out and I said, it'll do. Yeah, that's especially water damaged consoles. Oh my god, that was 220? With 20 games? Or 30 games? Oh, they both have 30 games. Wait a minute. They're sold by two different... Okay. Maybe this one has better games on it. Hold on. Pac-Man Asteroids. I look at the same games. I'm like, Pac-Man Asteroids. Here, let me full screen it for you. We got Pac-Man Asteroids right next to Super Breakout. Breakout's good. Super Breakout's good. Othello. Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's that top left one? Space Attack? Defender? Defender, I think, is the one... Where's E.T.? It's ironic because the thing that they just tried to destroy is now rare as hell to find. I think... Maybe it's not. I don't know. Look at these sick-ass Atari 2600. But 220 for 30 games. And how many controllers? Yo, they got the dial controllers. They got the turn dial. The prisoner picked the bread over the key because they weren't running any perks either. Yeah, they're ruining Dead by Daylight, Yeeter! Is it truly over if it never began, Yeeter? I guarantee that the ET game is coveted like the Holy Grail if it sucked. No, it sucks. Well, it's bad. ET game's bad. It's more... A lot of people think that simply because something's scarce that it's good. That's like saying polio in America is scarce, therefore it makes it good. Are you kidding me? They just completely ignore that bad things can be scarce, but that doesn't automatically make them worth it? Of quality? Okay, I think that's enough for the 2600. Yo, $4 for Pac-Man. You pay $4 for Pac-Man. $21 for... Dude, Mario Bros. On the Atari? No box or manual for $26.95 because I'm adding the delivery. Okay, I think we're done looking at Atari 2600. This is boom. Well, I'm still going to look at the other Atari stuff. We're going to try to go down the list. I'll try to do older consoles first. Does no one actually... Is no one selling it? Wait a minute. Where's the Atari 52? Is it gone? Where's the Atari 5200? These collectors are ruining the Atari fandom of a whopping 10. Yeah, I'm included. No, I'm not. The massive bugs have been fixed, fortunately, but I'm still pissed at the devs because they straight up are not being professional. No kidding. Welcome to modern gaming. How much is the Atari 52 going for? You mean 5200? I don't know. It might not be on here. It seems like they have everything else but that, but the console. See, this is a 2600 controller for 50. No? Where's the console? These are all games. Pole position classic. Yo, they got the 5200 joystick, though. Let's go. Man, what a terrible design. Smoking something. Smoking something. Is there not even a single 5200 on here? Why is Sekiro on here? I didn't type in Sekiro. What? What? There's no way. That looks like a military radio. Yes, it's real. It had buttons on it, dude. Oh, wait. $400? 30 or not 32. 325 open box with 2 controllers. See, some of them had the numpad, some of them didn't. With Pac-Man and Centipede in the original box, that's not too shabby to have them in box. Yo, look at the converter. VHF, dude. Governor Greg Abbott would agree with the polio metaphor. Sort by highest first. Why do you want to make me cry? Anyways, I got a Zoom meeting in less than 10 minutes for a voice acting session. I'll see you next week, y'all. See ya, Yeeter. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Oh, my God. 2 military radios. Imagine widescreen Atari. That'd be sick. No, wait. It looked terrible. What are you talking about? Have you tried playing an old game in widescreen that doesn't support it? It squishes it. It's not good. Because, what do you mean it would be terrible? Have you ever played any, like, from some PS2 games obviously could support widescreen. But, like, PlayStation 1 and widescreen is terrible. It stretches it out too much, and if you try to adjust widescreen on a 4x3, it squishes it. It's not good. Like, the PS3, I mean, it's playable. I'm not saying it's not playable, but it doesn't look right. Yeah, I played Breakout. Classic Breakout. Okay. 325, 400 might be too expensive. Might be smoking a bit of that crack. I'll squish you. Okay. And as I was playing, I thought, why can't it be widescreen? Why? Yeah, I remember back in the 70s. Why is this on a larger screen? Why doesn't this fit the golden ratio? The Atari, yes. And now we got the 7800, which seems to be the most overpriced version of any Atari console. $250 for Rampage? I don't care if it's brand new. It wasn't worth this retail. There ain't no way you tell me this has appreciating value. I'm more like I would donate it to a museum that would take care of it. Legitimately would. You know, or just show it off for future generations. Or, you know, actually play it a lot, not just once every month. Centipede for $7,800. Fight Night for $25. Kung Fu for $250. I can't. Okay, that's great that they got all these games on here. But where's the console? Where can I get the console from? I'm not just going to make a collection of Atari games and then not have the console which it plays on. What is this? UAV? UAV spotted. I wish more Atari games took place in a multi. I hate. Why is the Atari 4K widescreen? They're modern. They made a console that probably could do 4K widescreen. Atari made that one console that didn't sell well. Like 7 games in the PS2 library could do 1080i. One was, of course, a racing game, and another was a JRPG. Tekken. Well, actually, dude, it wasn't until later until they were doing progressive scan. Up Your Arsenal could do progressive scan as an option. Tekken 5. What the hell else? I played the game. Not Tekken. Yeah, I already said Tekken 5 and Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal 2. That was like 2005, 2004, around that era. Soul Calibur 3 is widescreen capable, but I don't know if it's 1080i capable. All right, this is a tragedy. Okay. I can't keep looking at this. It's bad. Like, what, BIOS mod? Are you for real? It's not even original. You're ruining it. Ruining it. Soiled it. Let's do the Atari Jaguar. Let's see what the Atari Jaguar is worth. Two games for $30? I guess. I don't know. Look up Microsoft Xbox. I will. It's on the list. It's on the list of multiple consoles I have. We will be years into the future where the younglings will ask what an Atari even is. I know. You can't even talk about them as a publisher. They're dead. I think they're dead as a publisher. They published the Budokai games in America. Oh, and some of the Budokai, I think some of the Budokai Tenkaichi games as well. The idea of a museum thing is exactly why I love the display of the Nintendo consoles from the Famicom to the Virtual Boy and the New York Nintendo store. Yeah, I would actually rather put it in a museum to teach people, not just have it on a computer. You know? I have an Atari 2600 somewhere in the down cellar. For real? Like, does it work? Do you even know if it works? The new official Atari clone system, basically a rebadged Linux box that can't even run. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't, you know, they tried to do like the fake wood grain and stuff. Actually, it might be real wood grain, but I don't know. Laminated wood look. You know, the creator of Atari also created Chuck E. Cheese's too. That's crazy. I guess he cared more about that than the video game console company. Oh, yo, we got a Jaguar. We got one. We caught one, chat. We found one in the wild. And a power supply separately, but only one image? That's crazy. Now, here we go. $600. $600 for the Atari Jaguar? No games? Look at that controller. Chat, hold on. Let's widescreen that. Look at this crackhead addicted controller. Look at this. I'm clearly on LSD and need to be stopped controller design. It's like the Sega Genesis controller on acid. It's actually more like the SNES and Sega Genesis controller combined with a keyboard, a phone section. Look at that. Who you call? Hey, chat. Who you hitting up on the Atari Jaguar controller? Who you calling? Ghostbusters? Who you calling? My goodness. What? Why? Why? Oh, that's the Atari 7800. I had open in a separate window. Wolfenstein 3D for... Dude, wait, what? For this price? Dude, that's like a third of the console what you're selling. Or not the third. Well, a third to a fourth. You're selling the console at. Yeah, I played a few years back. Really? Hey, dude. Chuck E. Cheese making a review of the Atari Jaguar. The Jaguar sucks. I don't care if I'm owned by Atari. Frick off. Bubsy! For the Atari Jaguar. Where's Rayman? Rayman? Where's the Rayman? I know it was made for Atari Jaguar. Where you at? Dude, look at that Frogger. That's cursed. Yo, Rayman! Yo, Rayman! $500. Let's go. Let's go. Look, it works. Oh my goodness. No, the music was different on the Atari Jaguar. Okay. So we're just going to go past it. I think that's too expensive. Final grade, F. Here's my dad when he was a kid. Sick. We're going to do the links now. I think this is the last Atari thing I'm going to look up. Box damage. I don't really care for the box damage. Rayman to the rescue. Do they even have the original price at which he was selling it at? With all the games? Look, the Links was $100 when they were selling this. Not retail. I think this was later on at whatever game store or store they were selling it at. And it came with 4 games for $259. You want to pay more than what it was on sale for. Why do people think these deserve appreciating values? For whom? I ask, for whom? This is a mobile console, by the way, if you didn't know. Oh, God. I don't even think the games are that great. Mobile is kind of wonky during this period. So you can play the Game Boy, but the Game Boy don't really... It's not that great, you know? They have a naked Atari Jaguar. How's that allowed? Remove Atari, it'd be worse. $100 for the purchase, $200 for extra for the privilege. The designers had no idea for what to do with controllers, so they compromised by adding a numpad instead. My goodness, they're smoking something. Smoking something! I don't even think this is the worst console designed either, but... It's not the best, man. It's so whack. Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method. Just like, you don't need this. Okay. We're done with the Atari. Let me ask. Okay. Let me see here. I also made the Atari Lynx 2. That's right. Overpriced. Whack in the big 2025. Crack, whack, whack, crack. That's all I'm saying. All right, chat. I didn't look up this before because it's older. Magnavox Odyssey. You want to play a game where you just move a light on the screen? Oh, that's the second one. Ooh. This is cheap, though. Magnavox Odyssey's trash, though. This is not a good console. Okay? Not at all. It's way worse than the 7600, I'd say. No way. Do they actually have the original 72 version? Look at this, dude! Look at these control... Okay, this was awesome. When I first learned about this, I'm like, they were smoking something making this. You know what I mean? They were turning the dial. You turned the dial on the sides to move. Link's actually a good handheld. Wet crack cracks black in. Yeah, it's called the Wii, dude. Boris. Yeah, it's called the Wii, dude. Boris has been following me for like a month. It didn't do anything. He didn't say anything. It's been around for a while. He just wasn't saying anything. Look at all this stuff you get, too. Look at all these cards and stuff. Because you had to put templates on the TV to play the game. For some of those games. I am not joking. Look at this design, though. Straight up alien. Or 1970s diner table. I don't... Look at that's where you put the controllers at. Speed? Speed option turbo. Can we play Street Fighter 2 on the Xbox Odyssey? Look at this English horizontal vertical. Turning down. The games are basically paper overlays for your screen with different rules for each one. Yup. Crazy. I wouldn't buy this. This, like, that probably belongs in a museum. With how far we've come. Okay, the Commodore 64. That was the next one I was going to do after the Atari section. I'm glad they gave me a Hot Wheels. Yeah, Hot Wheels, baby. Spider the video game. I've used the soundtrack for that before. Oh, yo. $50? Really? For the 1541 Commodore 64? Really? Wow, that's actually okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. Wow, these are cheap as hell. It was part of the late 1970s sci-fi design trend, yeah. Then they started becoming more angular, or become more boxy than absurd. Wow, there's actually... That's crazy. There's actually decent priced Commodore. I don't know if I'd ever play the Commodore 64. I don't really care for it. Like the oldest console I'd really want to play would be the NES. But even then, I don't really care much for the NES. Or the SNES either, sadly. As it stands right now, but let's... Okay, I probably shouldn't put... Well, no, I think if I type it out fully, it'll give me different results. Tenno Entertainment System. Yep, see, I knew it. That's why you put it out fully. All right, hold on. We got to do some different music here. There we go. Tenkaichi 3 music. Just using the music I used in my videos. This is only for the CD drive, genius. Only! That's a shame. Look at this. They got the Super NES Classic. No, 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 no. I don't want a Super Nintendo Classic. No, give me the real thing. The real. New 72 pins with cords and 2 controllers. Refurbished then. Okay. $1? What? What? $1? What? I'm not buying. I know it says $18 for delivery too. $1? Yoshi's Island. $1 for this NES? What's the description? What? Holy hell! Like if they only have one picture though, I don't know if I'd trust one picture, but and with Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt cartridge combo with 2 controllers and wait a minute, they don't have video output. They don't have video output, I don't think. And then a coax cable, where's that at? Is it on the back? Yeah, wait a minute, this one has it. Hey, $200 almost? No. Interesting. Interesting. Wait a minute, there's 2 different ones. Wait a minute, what's this one then? They're by the same person. Why are they separate? What? Is this the same Nintendo Entertainment System? What is this one then? Huh? Why does this one have the game cases then? What? That's insane. That $1. The C64 is a microcomputer with no internal memory, so games and software require external drives to actually work. Right. A lot of 2. Wait, a lot of 2. Lots of 2. Really? Okay. Yo, AV output, let's go. RCA output, right off perhaps. Look, this one was at the top one was at a smoker's house, and this one was not. You can tell. Just rub all the cigarette ash and tar on top of the NES. Holy hell, that yellowed to hell and back. Wow, the warranty's still good. These look like in good condition, but you got to get the AV cables and controllers and power cable. You might as well just get that from the $1 bid here. Do you think Nintendo has their old console in a storage room somewhere in their headquarters? No. I don't think so. I don't think they're that... I think the people that are currently there aren't that sentimental about old Nintendo stuff. Maybe when Iwata was alive. Maybe when Reggie was there. I don't know. Maybe they had some room Or the top one was near a window too much. Yeah, something like that. Dude, is this really a lot of NES games, really? What kind we got here? Here, let me full screen that or widescreen it. Yo, got Narc in there. Nice. Pro-Am, nice. WrestleMania Challenge, nice. Super Mario Bros. 3, yep. The Mario Bros. Duck Hunt cartridge, yep. That's pretty good. This is an okay selection, I gotta say. It's just for Super Mario Bros. 3. No, WrestleMania Challenge, I think, is the arcade one, isn't it? No, it's not. That one came SNES. Never mind. This ain't too bad, actually. Usually Nintendo fans overrate the hell out of their stuff. That's actually a decent price. So I can't really be mad about that. Now we're going to type into Super Nintendo. The Lawnmower Man. Wow, based off the movie. Which was based off the book by Stephen King. Okay. That's crazy. That's just the game, though. That's just the game. Insane covers. Insane looking CGI, too, from that movie. Unfortunately, Nintendo Japan stopped providing repair support for the Famicom by 2003 because they were literally running out of parts. Where they were getting them from didn't want to get them from there anymore. Yo, Super Mario Bros. World Class Track Meet Duck Hunt all-in-one for $5. That's the NES, no. Where's the SNES stuff? There you go. There's your Street Fighter 2s. There we go. Let's flip and go. We got Street Fighter 2. Nice. Oh, and on a CRT. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this beauty. Lawnmower Man, never heard of that game. Well, because it was based on the movie, which was based on either short story or novel by Stephen King about a little mentally challenged person getting a drug to make him intelligent, if I remember correctly. Nice. Is that Trinitron? Sony Trinitron? What is that? No, it's not. King even successfully sued to have his name removed from the title. There we go. Yeah, that's what happened. That's right. That's what happened. There you go. Stephen King said no thank you. Yo, we got Super Mario World. Let's go. It's pretty good condition. I think it works. For $20? I don't know. So, do they got Donkey Kong Country? Okay, I'm not seeing the console, though. Oh, wait. Pre-owned, $175. So, you get 2 games, 2 controllers, video output, power supply. Oh, no, you get 3 games. Excuse me. You get Super Mario Land as well. Yellowed as hell, but, man. It's in good condition. Wait a minute. Did it come in this? No, it didn't come in this color. I don't feel gaslit because how perfectly tinted it is. It's very weirdly strangely tinted because I don't think it came in like this weird beige color. It came in this one down here. Normal gray. But that's crazy how perfectly tinted it is all across. It's even. It's not like just at the corners. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe it did come in that color based on what I'm looking at. Dude, it looks like that was painted on. Or it came like that. Lawnmower Man was an unrelated script that had this King branding slapped on before release. King sued after realizing it had nothing to do with his novella. There you go. I guess this isn't too bad in terms of pricing. You could actually, if you wanted to buy one, you just buy his SNES if you wanted to. But like I said, this is the only console I see. They got like the Mario Paint attachment with the mouse though. Nice, that's pretty good. All right, what's next? I'm gonna do. Oh, I forgot about the Virtual Boy. Or not forgot. I guess I was waiting to do it now. I spelled it wrong. Whoops. Yo, $100 for a Virtual Boy that's not working. I spelled it wrong twice. What the hell am I doing? Can I see? There you go. Okay, 6 Nintendo Power magazines. I spelled it wrong again. What am I doing? I am flipping blind today. There you go. Virtual Boy. $50 controller. Jeez. Yo, what's up? What's up, Star Plague? We're actually going through like the whole catalog of video game consoles right now. Or some side computer stuff. And I'm just ranting about video game stuff, including this, if whether or not it's overpriced or not. But yeah, I'm not going to buy this for parts only. Yeah, right. $50 for the Virtual Boy controller? No, thank you. I don't know about that one. Human systems integration for $140? I don't know about that one. Red Alarm, $150. I can't even find the console. $5,000. I didn't even have to put it in. I'm so excited. I didn't even have to put it at highest price. This is best match. The Japanese Virtual Boy for $5,000. Are you out of your mind? What are you smoking? Crack? Are you a crack addict? Like that Limp Bizkit song for WrestleMania 19? Oh, boy. Well, $600 some dollars with delivery. That's cool. One game, and I don't know why. Oh, well, at least it's got the original box. It's got the batteries where you can play for this controller. I don't know about this, man. At least it's Bomberman. At least it's Bomberman. Mario Tennis. Oh, my God. Trying to play any game on the Virtual Boy is just asking for blindness. Just asking for it. I already got it, apparently, because I can't spell virtual right. I got 3 misspellings on there. Or 2 misspellings in the one that's correct. We could go to the N64 now. Let's look at the Nintendo 64. $250. That's a 3DS. I type in N64, get the 3DS. Oh, no, that is by newly listed. Whoops, my bad. I should have put best match. What's the difference? I put it by best match and you give me an OLED. You give me the Switch OLED, which is too expensive. Should be $200 if that. I was introduced to the Virtual Boy by a certain angry nerd. Yeah, angry video game nerd. Introduced a lot of people to a lot of things in terms of video game stuff. He's one of the earliest, if not the earliest, on YouTube. Because he was doing it even before YouTube was out. He was doing like, what, 2004? Earlier than that? On his website or something like that? Okay. See, these are... I guess this is okay. I don't really want to buy refurbished. I'm not the biggest fan of buying things refurbed. Why are they giving me OLED stuff? Did I not type in N64? I'm not blind this time. It says Nintendo 64. These are new listings. They all sell out? Like, what the hell? All right, hold on. This is a huge bundle. So we got the console, 4 controllers, 4 games, whatever this... What is that? Card Shark container. The boxes and manuals for these games. Yo, they got the... Oh, look at this. Dude, look at Ocarina of Time cartridge, man. I've played the Virtual Boy, and even with emulation, I still had terrible eye strain. Yeah. God, I can't imagine the eye strain on that. GoldenEye 007, or yeah, obviously 007. James Bond, GoldenEye. Dang. I don't know about for $400 though. I don't know. Game Shark is actually with it as well. See, that game's $20. I don't think that's $20. I think it should be $9. $9.99 maybe. For Super Mario Kart. Or is that Super Mario 64? I think that's Super Mario 64. Yeah, because Mario Kart would have the cart on there. You could be able to see it. But dang, that's a good bundle. Not at the price, but I don't know if it's worth the price. Maybe because it has the game boxes and stuff with it. I mean, you can tell here, he actually has 5 game... Or no, he has 4 game boxes and the Game Shark. 4 controllers, the console. I don't know. 400? I don't know. Because this one's 600, that's worse. Dude, well, $55? Is this going to sell out as soon as I look at it? Really? This is a good price. This is what I recommend. Wow. I wouldn't say it's completely brand new, but dang. Dang. Yeah, this is the US version. I remember seeing those 3DO commercials where they talked about mad crap about the Genesis and SNES. Yeah, look what it turned out to be. I read that. The angry nerd character originally started as a character for a student project while Rolf was at film school. There you go. The more you know. What the is it? Wait, is he? He took a screenshot of his his computer. I think, or maybe it is a CRT because there's Morai patterns right there. Mori patterns, Morai, whatever. I don't think that's a CRT actually. Never mind. It just took a... I don't even know why you take a screenshot like that. I don't know. Why so close? Like, what's the point? Why don't you take a screenshot of the console actually working and not just some random ambiguous shot that may be part of the console? Let's continue on then, shall we? That's okay, I guess. I don't. Bit too expensive for my taste. We can go back because the GameCube is cheaper, but obviously you wouldn't be able to play N64 games on it unless there was an N60. I don't think there's an N64 add-on for the GameCube, was there? I know we already looked at these. These say pre-owned. They actually don't say refurbished for these. And there was like 130, 40 bucks. A screenshot from Mario 64. What? Mora is French, so it's moire. Moire, whatever. Moire patterns. Yeah, I remember this. We already did this the last time, just looking at it. Because I chose orange, and I chose controller, and then memory card, and then no memory card. So it'd be 140 bucks. I just want to point out the retail price of the GameCube was $199. That was 24 years ago. I mean, this comes with a controller, but no memory card. Gotta get the big memory card. How much is 4 controllers then? 200 bucks with 4 controllers in orange. Maybe? I don't know, because the GameCube controller is used a lot. That Wii U adapter really helped the GameCube controller become more popular as well for the Wii U Smash, and then they did it for the Switch as well, if I remember correctly. They just released a new Switch, or not new Switch controller. They just re-released the GameCube controller. 140 bucks for Skies of Arcadia Legends, the sequel game. I don't know about that. Double Dash with 6 bids on it. What is? Okay, interesting. Huge Nintendo Wii game lot. We'll get there. We'll get there. In time. 200 bucks for Pokemon Coliseum? Come on, man. That's more than the console. That was more than the console we just saw. Not only in a rarer color, but with 4 controllers. Come on. Even, I don't know if the... Oh! Dude. I mean, another person's head's obviously causing that to look like that, but like the scratches, man. Oh yeah, because this was the Jirachi Wishmaker stuff. Because that's when Pokemon, not 2000, was it? This was after 2000. Oh, the movie. Yeah, it was Jirachi Wishmaker. That was the movie. I grew up with the silver model GameCube. Nice. I got a Nintendo GameCube. Someone I used to know, an acquaintance of mine. Someone may even call them a friend at one point. I got the GameCube. I had like the Zelda with the 4-pack in it. It had the first Zelda game, the second Zelda game, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, with a Wind Waker demo. The disc is all scratched, dude. I know. That's what I was saying, dude. I mean, it clearly still works. I mean, they have it on the screen here on their Samsung, but that's crazy scratch. I mean, you'd be surprised how well some things can work when they're scratched. Like PS2 discs, if you scratch to hell and they'd still work. All right. That's what I just played. Wait, did I have 2? There you go. No, I just clicked out of it like a moron. There we go. There we go. But I do think... Kirby Air Ride for $100. Okay. $50 for just the game disc. Yo, Platinum GameCube? No, that's the special bonus disc with trailers and a way to download Jirachi to Pokemon Coliseum. Yeah, I saw that as well. $100 for this GameCube? That looks like it works. 1 controller and the AV outputs and the power and I would buy it. No, I wouldn't. Nah. I don't know. Would I buy this for this price and delivery? $200. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No. I think the GameCube shouldn't be that price, though. It should be at least half. $100 or lower, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's been 24 years since the retail price of $200. It should be $50. I don't know what I'm talking about. There was a Nintendo Wii we saw here for $50. It's probably gone. Is this still on Best Match? Okay. Yo, this is actually... Whoa, is this a good bundle? They ain't got all... Dude, the black Wii? With 2 black Wii controllers, but the nunchuck... But one... What is that? 1 nunchuck? No, 2. Wait, no, that's not a nunchuck. That's a mic. Yo, they got a Konami microphone? Yo, so they got the black Wii with the sensor bar, with the AV output. I wish they had component cables, but that's fine. Power cables. 2 black Wii controllers. Wait a minute, Wii Motion Plus as well. Okay, that's important. It wasn't the add-on version. This is literally built into it. All right. Yo. No kidding. Hey, this is really the Konami microphone. Yeah. Look. For the Glee game. For Glee, where you can actually sing it to the microphone. Yo, I was watching videos on the 64DD a while back. I found it pretty interesting. Okay, I actually should have brought that up in my... I already talked about it before, but when I was complaining about add-ons, you know what I mean? What was the point if you were just going to make a disc drive anyways, just like Sega Genesis did? Like, if you're just going to make a disc drive, you shouldn't have just went with discs instead of cartridges. But anyways, I'm not the biggest fan of add-ons either. Wii Fit Plus. You want that too? But it's got the manual. It's got the operation. Yeah, both of them. 2 manuals? What? Now I regret selling GameCube I bought at a thrift store for $30 after moving to Boston. I got like $80 for it because the buttons were stuck and missing pieces in the bottom. I know. Instead of buyer's remorse, it's seller's remorse. You got the quick setup guide. This actually, I think, is a decent price. I think. Like, I don't know. The games aren't great. I'm going to be honest. Like, Biggest Loser, Wii Fit Plus, and Just Dance Glee. This isn't worth it for that. It's more like you get the Wii Motion Plus controllers, and if you want a mic for whatever game. I don't know if that's just for the Glee game. That could... Rock Band maybe can use that microphone. Or Guitar Hero. Let's see. $100 maybe? Yeah, maybe. A good deal? Maybe. I don't know. Based on what I've seen, it feels like a good deal, but I don't know. Yo, what is this? Yo, I got the red, black, and white Wii. Yeah, because the red one had the Wii Motion Plus in it. Yeah, add-ons are pretty much just made to burn your wallet. Well, they had a purpose. It's just like... Because it's just they keep doing add-on after add-on, and it felt like DLC, right? Instead of a video game, you've got to add things to the console now. Which ironically causes you to compete with each other, right? Like the mobile console company was competing with the console company, right? Nintendo made the Game Boy Advance, but then made the GameCube add-on to where it had... I had something on my hand there. What the hell was that? The Game Boy Advance add-on, right? Where you can play Game Boy Advance games. I think you could play Game Boy Color games as well on it. I mean, they did that with the SNES, too. The Super Game Boy is what they think they called it. But, yeah, that was for people that actually owned both, though. You had to own both, or at least in real-life DLC. You had to at least own a Game Boy Advance game or Game Boy Color. You had to own those stuff. So it was more appealing to people that already owned those products. They were more so long-term fans than new buyers. What the fuck? $200? See, that's not... See, this deal... is worse than this deal just because of the controllers having Wii Motion Plus automatically inside them. But I don't know why I didn't look at this. I just went away from it as I was rambling. How many controllers? Wait, hold on. How many controllers do you get? Wait, whoa. $100 for the white console, 4 remotes and cable? Do you get nunchucks with this? And the black one's cheaper? Why? They don't have the red one anymore? Oh, they do have the red. Oh, no, it's out of stock. You want the red remote and the black remotes because they have the Wii Motion Plus already inside them. That's crazy. 2,000 sold? Motherfucker. You got a landfill of this in Japan? Are you serious? Dude, who hoarded this? What warehouse? Are you kidding me? 2,000 sold? Does this come with 4 black remotes then? No, it don't. Oh, yeah, it might. Because they're right there. No, that red one... Wait a minute. This red one up top had it. But the red one down... Or that's not red. That's more pink, actually. Apparently, Nintendo's original plan for the GameCube was to support it for a decade with a bunch of one-off and add-ons. They then they using it with the Wii instead after the GameCube failed. Yeah. Ooh, 2,000 Wii's have been sold, apparently. Nintendo began pre-development on the Game Boy Advance in 1994, but kept delaying its full development until 1998 because the original Game Boy was still doing so well. Yeah. Which makes sense. I don't have a problem with that. You know. That's why, yeah. The reason they also did the Game Boy Color as well. Like, the Game Boy Color also came out. Let me see here. Hold on. I gotta go look at Twitch real quick. How's Twitch doing? Is it just, there's no one there? Yeah, there's just no one there. Okay, I was just making sure. So I didn't think it was freezing, but wanted to check anyways. All right. But the black console with 4 controllers and cable, that's a good deal, I think. Oh, no, it's not a good... No, yeah, well, it has 4 controllers. Or no, it has 2 remotes. Wait a minute, didn't I click the 4 remote one? Yeah, I think this might be a better... No, hold on. There you go. I think that might be a decent deal. Like I said, this is also backwards compatible with the GameCube. Even the release of the Game Boy Color in 1998 was because developers wouldn't stop complaining about the Game Boy lacking color. I would too. Come on, man. It's just a cheap LCD screen. Come on, man. Okay, I think we're good with the Wii. It seems like you get decent deals for the Wii. You get, okay, like I said, if you want to just buy a Wii instead of a GameCube, just do that. Also, I just want to point that out. Then you get the memory cards separately or whatnot. Just get a Wii at that point. But now we can look at the Wii U. Where I'm doing the game, or the mobile consoles last. I'm counting the Switch as both a mobile and normal consoles. That's why I'll be after this. I said Wii U. What? Why did they do this? Why are you giving me things for a thing that I didn't type in for? What is this? It really is a bundle console with all this carrying case? We're moving on. We're moving on. Why are they giving me Wii stuff? What did I just type in? Is there not a U there? Is the Wii U not real anymore? Am I being gaslit by the internet? There it is. 150. Mario Kart 8. Okay, they got one of the good games. Pokémon's okay. Mario Party 10's crap. Splatoon, okay. Just Dance 2014 and Lego Jurassic World. Funnily enough, despite the GBC having the same palette as the SNES, it can display far fewer unique colors than the NES could. I know, it's not the best looking thing. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. But it's just how it was. They just couldn't... it's either they didn't or couldn't. It's one of the two. I just bought the Dominion... What the fuck? Biosimo expansion for the game developed by Frontier Jurassic World Evolution 2. Thanks for letting us know. Well, the gamepad looks good, at least. Yeah, everything looks good. 150 with 6 games, and the gamepad, and the stand, and I don't... What is that? Is that a screen wiper? A new screen? What is this? Top left corner. Why would you... What is this? Okay, what is that? The Wii U. 150 with 6 games? That's not too bad. That seems like a decent deal. The 32 gig model. Let's see if we can find anything cheaper. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this has 2 steering wheels. Yo. Oh, those are the Wii steering wheels for Mario Kart 7. Yo. The Wii Mario Kart. Let's go. Or Mario Kart Wii, excuse me. Mario Kart Wii is what they called it. They got the steering wheels, dude. The GBC can do like 16 unique colors, while the NES could do up to 25 unique colors with transparencies, yeah. Oh my goodness. With Mario Kart 8, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Skylanders, Scribblenauts Unlimited, Mario Party 10, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. This is actually... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. A Wii U and a Wii? Wait a minute. What? Yo? Wait a minute. Where's the console, though? Wait a minute, this is everything but the console. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Okay. This isn't too bad at all. $225 for all of this? Dang, I think this is a pretty good price. Like, especially with the steering wheels. That's sweet. Those don't... Could you get an adapter to make that work on the Switch? That'd be sick. I'd get an adapter to try to make it work on a PlayStation. I can play Gran Turismo with it. Oh, man. Wow, that's awesome, though. This is a crazy deal. 6 Wii U games. The Wii U, pad, and console. 2 Wii Motion Plus controllers. 2 Wii steering wheels. 2 nunchucks with the Wii Motion Plus controllers. And all the necessary cables, I do believe. Yeah, those look like them. $225? I don't know. Have you heard about people getting Switch 2s with horrendous defects? Yes. Yes, I was hearing all about that. I heard there was a battery issue. It happened the same with the Switch 1. People forgot. People forgot. And a demo disc? I think so. Yeah, the catalog disc. Yo, for the Wii. For the Wii. Make an offer for $224, so it's mathematically correct. I just do $240p. I'm not buying this. I'm not going to buy a Wii U. I'm not buying this. Oh, you know what? Is there a Wii U emulator? I remember this console was not very, I wouldn't say liked upon, but it wasn't really cared to. There's probably an emulator for it, but I don't think a lot of people cared to emulate stuff on it. Compared to the Wii, because at least Dolphin could do GameCube and Wii. Well, which is amazing. I kind of wish the PCSX2 doesn't do PlayStation games as far as I could tell, which is like, well, why not? Okay, that's not. I need an extended version. Yeah, let's listen to Kirby's Epic Yarn. Okay, what is this deluxe set? There's no way it's going to be better than the other deal. Maybe? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. They got Lego Star Wars Complete Saga and Star Wars Force Unleashed. Captain Toad? But those 2 are Wii games. Oh, no, 6 of them are Wii, 2 of them are Wii U. Bruh, you're selling the Wii stuff with the Wii U to like this? The other one at least had a lot of Wii U games. This one doesn't. I guess I'll just buy it. Or buy a Wii at that point. I don't know. Alright, I think we've seen enough of the Wii U stuff. Yes, of course, there are several Wii U emulation projects. I can see if I can get one to run. What am I going to play on it? Bayonetta 2? Actually, Hyrule Warriors wasn't that bad. I actually thought that was a decent game to play, but it's like not Onimusha, Dynasty Warriors. And the Berserk Lord of the Band of the Hawk, whatever. Lord of the Hawk. Berserk Band of the Hawk. Muso, I think they call it. Did I want Switch 2? No. Give me Switch. I already looked these up. I put it in my video, but like OLED $250 too expensive. That's the Switch 2 version. But that's 200 plus delivery, so it's not $200. It's 200 plus delivery. Gen 1 console? I don't know about that one. That battery's terrible. Oh, wait a minute. This actually... Oh, no, it's going on bid. 54 minutes left? Wait a minute. Which one is this? The HAC-01? That's the first model, isn't it? Oh, they got a Pro Controller, though. Dude, they got the prison clear Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. With the power cable, with the attachment. Okay. Wait, did we look at this one? I don't know if I'll place a bid on this. 150 overall with delivery and that way. What's 64 gigabytes? Dang, I wish it was the 512. Because the PS2 didn't emulate the PS1, it just straight up had PS1 hardware side, so how could PCX do it? Well, obviously there's software in the hardware is what I'm saying. There might be a way. It'd have to do something with the BIOS, but I don't know if it'd be possible. Maybe not. All right. Mario Odyssey Edition? No, thank you. $289? Oh, the 512 SD though. That's only like $30. I just saw that on the website. My brother cries, you ain't seriously considered a Switch, are you? No. No. I'm a sucker for a good deal though. There's the Switch 2. Wow, it's like it's overpriced. Thanks. Switch is $449.99. Like what? 485, 499. Oh wait, 2 games. Wait a minute, 2 games, chat. It's oh. Look at it go. Look at it go. Nintendo Switch 2 edition for both. Okay, it's not like there's anything different. Are you kidding me? The tablet only? How did you only get the tablet? How? This console's been out for 2 months. How did you only get the... What happened? How did they get separated? What happened? You know, you've got a good story about it. I'm still probably not going to buy it, but I don't... How did that happen? What? $200? What? Nice try. This is the Switch. Oh, no, it's the Switch. Okay. I read it wrong. It said Nintendo Switch with 2, not Nintendo Switch. Whoa, $100 for a Switch? Splatoon edition? Good Shape has a few issues. The left Joy-Con doesn't work. They kind of knew that was coming. Okay. Oh, he stole it. No, the Joy-Con doesn't work. Classic Nintendo. Classic eBay seller. Okay. I think we're done with Nintendo. No, okay, no. We got to do the Game Boys. We got to do mobile stuff. Let's see if they have the original Game Boy. Okay, it immediately... Hey, at least it immediately came up this time compared to typing in Wii U and the Wii comes up. Or the Switch and the Switch 2 comes up. Wow, the original Game Boy. Dot matrix with stereo sound. With 1 speaker. Even has Tetris, man. What a classic. What a classic. Is it refurbed? No deadlines, planes like new. Battery cover is included as well. Tetris has been great. Okay. Minor cosmetic wear. Game Boy is fully restored. Fully restored. Refurbed. Why you say pre-owned if you're saying it's restored? It's or it's refurbished. Refurbished. Tested and working, $50, $55. Pokemon Emerald for $225. You're smoking crack. Anyways, okay. Well, I figured there wasn't going to be that many Game Boys on here. Game Boy Color was the more popular, or not more popular. I should just say. I should say that it came in a lot more colors and a lot more people were willing to sell it. Yo, look at this Game Boy Color. Got the nice teal, blue green. Yo, he got the night. Oh my God, he's got the nightlight. No way, he's got the Game Boy Color nightlight. You plug on the inside, dude. Yes, yes, we can play at nighttime now. Yeah, I had a purple dinosaur for the Game Boy Advance that you placed on top. It had like a red light or something like that. Not the best form of light. I think I had one of these too for the Game Boy Color. I think a cousin had the attachment for it. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can play at night. At night. What the hell? Got a fake Game Boy cartridge? What is this? Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Ants. What is that? A 5-in-1? I don't think I've ever seen a Game Boy Color cartridge like that. It was a special early promo version of Gran Turismo 3 before the PS2 even released. There's a rare demo version of Gran Turismo 3 with a little hack you could actually run on a real PS1. Ooh. This also comes with a Game Boy Color bag. I know we saw the PS2 with the Gran Turismo box, though. That was cool. Dang, this looks good. It's in good condition. Look at the back, too. The back's in good condition. You know it was worn out and played a lot when the back's basically been rubbed to death. Like grubby children's hands. You got the yellow. See, Game Boy Colors are pretty frequent around here. They're not, like, they'll say, like, in limited capacity, it's going to die out. Well, not anytime soon, trust me. There's many more than people like to think they are around. Yo, the classic, this is a good one. The Pikachu edition, where it was blue in the back and yellow in the front with the Pokemon stuff. Good. Freaking sick limited edition version. People already bid on it. I'm pretty sure it's over $150 probably by now. Ooh, Pikachu edition, new shell. Refurb shell, yeah. Disappointing. Disappointing! The grape Nintendo. See, I don't think $50 ain't too bad. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, but I don't think there's a point for me to get a Game Boy Color. I just get a Game Boy Advance at that point. Or actually, I'd get an SP. I wouldn't get the original Game Boy Color. I had the Game Boy Advance growing SP growing up. I had, eventually, it took some time, some trades here and there, or hand-me-downs. No, I think the only thing I had new was the Game Boy Color, and it was the green one, because I think it was on sale or cheap at the time. So I got it, what, 2000? It was the green one. The lime green, I think they called it. Even though it's the outside of the lime, not the inside of the lime, but yeah, I had one. But also had the clear purple Game Boy Advance one as well. Not a Game Boy Color, but a Game Boy Advance. $60? I mean, this could play Game Boy Color games too. So that's actually... would actually be the better purchase. I mentioned the special promo version of Gran Turismo 3 because it proves the point that PS1 games could have natively ran on the PS2 without supplemental hardware. There you go. There's so much truth to be known. Yo, white Game Boy Advance? Yo, the white Game Boy Advance. I don't know if I've seen it in this color. That's crazy. That's freaking milk white, dude. It looked like I got dipped in milk and came out. Yo. All right. Vibrant white. It's not. I don't think it's yellowed at all. That's crazy. That's the game. Oh, with the Game Boy Advance pack too. Nice. But like I said, I'd probably just get a Game Boy Advance SP. There's just it comes with a backlight built into it. Why would I get a Game Boy Advance at that point? And these aren't too expensive. This silver one's $85. Free delivery. Ooh, that's been worn out. Dude, look at that. Oh my goodness, I had the white one as a kid. Dang. Looks bleached. Yeah, it's that white Game Boy Advance did look bleached. Look at this Game Boy Advance SP though. Dude, this thing's been through hell. That top has been like, it looked like it got ran over by a bike, scratched, scraped across concrete, asphalt. Oh my god. But it's still like, look, it's fine on the inside. That's great stuff. Oh man. Right on. Nice. Look at the backlight works. It's that, dude. It's got character. It's got class. It's been around the block a few times, some would say. Yeah, the red one, nice. Yeah, backlight works. It's not yellowed or anything. The Game Boy case and the charger. What games are these? These are awful. Like, well, Super Mario Man's fine. Not the best selection of games to play with on the SP there. Oh, see, that's already been bidded on. Bidded on. Bidded. Flame Red's the same one, red one we saw, but with a charger. No games. Bro took out the back plate. What? Wait, does he even... What? Huh? What is that? There's no battery there to charge there. Unless you're telling me you just hooked it up straight from the cable. What? Did I miss it? Where's the battery at? Are you just playing it? What? Okay. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I'm witnessing things I don't understand. Clearly. See, there's another flame red one, but this one has 3 games that probably aren't very good. See, no one has Pokemon Fire Red, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. It's these whack-ass Game Boy Advance games no one played. That was like the bargain bin pile. No Sonic Advance. Huh. Better yet, why the hell would I buy a Game Boy Advance when I own a DS? I straight up own the same DS I've had for like 19 years. Or not 19 years. How long has it been? What, 18 years maybe? It's been a long time. We'll just do the first DS. I actually want I want to see the original, the fat one. Fat one next to the battery cover genius. Ah, okay. See, I'm just blind. Blind day. Is this legitimate? The launch edition? This is not the launch DS. What are you talking about? What? This is not the old DS I'm looking for. Where's the chunk? This looks like the newer, where is the older model at? Where's it at? These are DS lights. And eyes and stuff like that. No, this, wait. Wait. Let me see the top. Yes! Yes! There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I knew someone that had the original DS. This is what I'm talking about. This was the original model. The weird trapezoid at the top. Right, where it's flat and then it went off at an angle. That's crazy. That's what I was looking for, yeah. $30? Whoa! $6? Really? That's like the best. That's because obviously you'd rather just get a DS than a Game Boy Advance SP. Right? Because it could play Game Boy Advance games on it. That's what the bottom port's for. Wait, this one could do that, right? Hold on. I'm pretty sure this one has backwards compatibility with the Game Boy Advance, right? Wait, hold on. Scroll down. Why did they not show the front? Yeah, it's right underneath there. That's why there's a little lip there. All right, let's see what the... Yeah, you can't really beat $6.99. That's pretty good. So there's the DS Lite. Might as well look at this one. This is the version I have. The black version. This is silver, though. With stylus. I also have mine with the stylus and the charger. But the screen's yellowed. Wait, no, mine's not the DS Lite. It's the DSi. No, it's the DS Lite. What am I talking? I'm literally holding it in my hands. I got it. I literally got it. Hold on. Look at this. Yeah, I've already talked about it before, but... Dude, the barcode is worn off so bad. Man, this thing is so light and durable. Yep, I got the Game Boy Advance part. I don't have any Game Boy or DS games or Game Boy Advance games, but I do have this. Hold on a second. Hello. That's going to be... Hold on, this is going to be loud. Wait, turn on. There you go. There you go. Oh, I did that. Dude, it's so yellowed. It's so bad. Oh, man. This thing looks so sad. Oh, man. The original case was thicker because Iwata demanded that the system be able to survive meter drop. His logic was because 1 meter or about 3 feet would far enough of a drop from most pockets. Boost sound on mic or you're lying. I did boost the sound on the mic. And I think the volume's all the way up on the DS, but yeah, that was there. I literally put the speaker up to the frickin' thing. Oh my god. Oh, well, the brightness all the way down, but... Dude, this thing was awesome. It feels good. The D-pad on this thing feels pretty good. Wow. Wait, is there a sound? There's not a sound tester on here, is there? There you go. Turn it off. It's seen better days. Yellow DS. The screen is yellowed. You notice how in the bottom right, the screen's yellowed here? I don't think it's just a picture. It looks like this. See, notice how the screen yellows? DS Lites had the problem where the screen would end up yellowing in the long run. I remember growing up with dial-up, yeah, but the 3DS has the C nipple. I remember growing up with the dial-up internet. That crap was slow and loud. You literally couldn't use it while somebody was on the phone. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible, but it's nostalgic but terrible. But yeah, this is what happens usually with the DS Lite is that the screen will start yellowing. It looks pretty much the same. Same corners, too. It's usually the top. Well, no, his is more towards the middle. But it's the top left and right all the way like to that corner towards the middle. But like I said, this thing was used to hell and back. I'm surprised it still works. Still charges. I still have the original stylus and everything. Love this little guy. L and R feels good. The buttons feel good. The screens aren't broken either. They're just dirty. They're not even scratched to hell. That's just screen burned. Yeah, or screen burned, whatever. Well, yeah, I know it's not on the front in terms of on the top of the screen, but it's behind it, yeah. I was saying, I played the consoles I owned. Did you? My ancestors smile upon me, Imperial. Can yours say the same? I'm just glad it's got everything with it, but it's not. This is sentimental value to me. You know what color? It's black. It's the black DS Lite. I don't have I never had like the fancy stuff. It was always like if ever I was getting a console, given one or hand me down, it was usually in whatever the basic colors were. It was never like limited edition or anything like that. And I was super grateful for that. Don't worry. Don't you fret. I was not a spoiled child. RSA secured. Thanks for letting me know. All right, let's go to the 3DS. There you go. Dude, $550 for the XL version? I'll put the 2DS up here as well. Are you kidding me? $550. The 3DS came out, what, 2011? XL was, what, 2014, if that? Oh, my God, you're smoking crack. Okay, this is is this the first model? Dude, this is a nice aqua color. I like the dual colors. Those look cool. Just like that Pokemon limited edition Game Boy Color where the front was yellow and the back was blue because of the font colors of the Pokemon logo. 2010, actually. 2010, 2011. This might be the first model. Got the cameras on top. Ooh. $100 though? I don't know. Ooh, nope. See, wait. This is an XL. Hold on. Okay. Okay, got some. Is that a scratch or is that a break? Looks like a scratch. I unsurprisingly didn't play many games as a kid. I stopped outright by the time the PS3 and Xbox 360. Well, I didn't have a lot of DS games either. I ended up getting Pokemon Pearl with allowance, I think. After many years. No, I think it was allowance like. How long did it take? Maybe it was a year. I don't know how long it took to get it in terms of like allowance. But I definitely bought Pearl when it came out. Not the day it came out, but I think the year it came out or the year after it came out. I think it was relatively close. I had Mortal Kombat on here. Mortal Kombat Puzzle Fighter. I don't know what it's called. It's a Mortal Kombat game. And Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games was the other one. I think the 2008 one. For the DS. I don't know if I had anything. I didn't have Pokemon Black. Because after Pearl, I stopped playing Pokemon. Or at least stopped playing the sequels until much later. Okay, well, this XL doesn't look the worst shape I've ever seen. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Do I even have that bad of scratches on my DS? Dude, what the hell are people smoking? Dude, my screen is not even that bad. It's just dirty. How do you get your screen scratched like that? Are you just rubbing, like, glass on your screen? The first ever game I played was Duck Hunt. What are we, like 95? That's crazy. That's a crazy factoid. Especially for younger people. It's like playing playing that for the first game. There are some scratches on the back, though. Absolutely. Big scratches, like someone playing with a knife. But they're not that deep. But scratches on the screen is bad, dude. Because the problem is you'll have a problem picking up the stylus, wouldn't it? Like, oh, man. Hey, it's got Kirby. Got Kirby. Hey, but we got Kirby. We got Kirby in there. Probably works. What the fuck does that mean? Just buy the charger and then sell them as both. Ooh, is that crooked? Or does it just look like that? Okay. An XL. Oh my God! I was born in 1999. Okay, so you're a Zoomer. Okay, so playing Duck Hunt at a young age is crazy. I played Pokemon Diamond, Spectrobes, and Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 days. It said it has 358. Oh yeah, I know. It has the division line. I don't like the other Kingdom. I'm like, I like Kingdom Hearts 1 for what it is. 2, like I played 1 when I was really young, but 2 I didn't play until later. And I watched multiple like Let's Plays or playthroughs of it. But I was watching the other stuff with the other games, like cutscenes and stuff like that, and like, man, where did we go from here? Like, I know it wasn't the greatest game franchise ever, but my God, where are we going from here? Holy hell. Oh, the XL doesn't look too bad. Wait, is that song actually done? It's only, it's 15 minutes long. I thought it was longer than that. These extended versions of these songs are not very long. Let's try to usually get the 30-minute ones. There you go. This might be a decent price. The problem is it has no charger, but dude, that's huge scratch marks on the front. How? How are they getting scratched this bad? Oh my God! Wait, no, that's because of the light. I was like, oh my God! We're at 358 by 2 days is the best filler story. I don't care about the filler stories. That's my point. Like, I don't care. I don't want to own 7 different consoles to play a game back then. I mean, now they try to put all the bundles together, like on the PS4, like 2.8 remix and remaster. But no thanks. I'm not interested in like Chain of Memories, Birth by Sleep. I even tried Birth by Sleep. I'm like, I just can't do it. I don't know. I just can't do it. I can't put myself through another Kingdom Hearts game like that. I just can't. I don't know. There's something wrong with it. These people don't take care of their good care of their handhelds. Especially since the 3DS is newer. I'm fine if it's worn out. Like, I have no beef with that. I literally have one right in my hands that is worn out. Okay, with screen burn and all that stuff, yellowing of the screen. Like, I have no beef with that. Okay, but like, scratches on the screen's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know what the hell you were using, but it clearly wasn't the stylus. Because if my DS light screen is in better condition than your 3DS screen, we got some issues here. And mine's from 2006. I'm pretty sure. No, it's overpriced because of the damage and missing parts. Yeah. Yeah, the charger, no games. No thanks. Pokédex. You got the Pokédex. These XL. Okay. Nintendo fans, please. 3 Mario games. Yeah, Mario. This is a newer 3DS model. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that hinge is different than the other one, isn't it? Wait, is this the 2DS? Wait, what? Why does it say 2DS? Is that the 2DS? No, that ain't the 2DS. The 2DS didn't have a hinge in it. It was just a flat console. I put SDS. I meant to put 2. But the 2.5 HD Remix Collection doesn't even have 358 2 days, only the cutscenes. Right. I meant 2.8. I think 2.8, what, for PS4? What does it have? Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, the Aqua Passage thing, the prequel thing to Birth by Sleep, I think, and I think maybe Chain of Memories. It might have Birth by Sleep on there too, or something, or 358 by 2. I don't know. See this? Wait a minute. So the 2DS XL actually has a hinge on it, but the normal 2DS doesn't? What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Okay, am I losing it? Why would you put a hinge in it? It might as well just be a 3DS at that point. I don't get it. I don't. What? Is this really a 2DS XL? Huh? What? I would just buy a 3DS XL at that point. I don't know, man. Or this 2D or the 2DS, you know? God, this thing is so awkward and bulky. Sleep button. Just turn the power off. A sleep button. Okay, I don't know. 120 though? 128? It does come with the original stylus and the game. And Super Mario Maker 3DS and a charger. There's some, what is that? Permanent marker on it? Okay. Alright. I just... Nintendo, please. Nintendo, please. I'd rather just get a 2DS. I don't care. I'll carry the bulky mother effer around. Who cares? Just typing letters. Okay, what's next on the list? I think that's done for the Nintendo. No, we already did Switch and Switch 2. Originally, the difference was that the 2DS was a solid slab without 3D, but the XL version is basically just the 3D without any 3D. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks very much, Nintendo. I love you guys. Like my own family. Sega Genesis with the backward slash. Vertex. I don't even know. Veritex? Veritex? I don't even know how to say that. PGA European Tour for the Sega Genesis. Flashback is an emulator console. Yo, Model 2 Sega Genesis for $90 with 2 controllers. Ooh, we got one 6-button controller and one normal controller with the AV out, or with the video out, the coax out, and the power. You need help. Yo, because it says if you need help, but it's peeled to where it just says you need help. You need help if you were buying the Sega Genesis. Sick. That feels good. That's a good peel. Nice. I don't think it's $90. throw 4 games with it. I don't know. Ooh, $50? And Sonic 2? Yo. With the original controller. Ooh. Literally everybody's reaction at the time of the 2DS XL was, okay, why is this a thing now? Right. Right. I clearly was not giving a crap during that period of time. They're smoking something. How much crack does Nintendo smoke on a daily basis? It's not called the Sega Disk Drive. That's not what... I don't even know why I did this. Does it actually show up with the Dreamcast? Yo, I'm going to put my Dreamcast inside my PlayStation 2. To see if any of the prices change with the 32X combo. No, they're about the same. Same stuff. I mean, it's been a week. That's why usually some of the stuff's gone. Call Sonic to receive payments. That's pretty good. All right, let's look at the Sega Saturn. Okay. The gray one, $85. Wow, look at this old LCD monitor too. Really? Is this the 5x4 aspect ratio LCDs they made? It looks like it. I don't know why you'd play the Sega Saturn on it, but more power to you, I guess. Okay, well, that's not too bad, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Japanese Sega Saturn Modern 1. Console only? You're not going to give me the AV cable? Okay. What? Power supply controller game and AV cord used when test is not included? What the fuck? Why even show it in the pictures then? To show that it worked. I get that, but just sell everything with it. Stop borrowing the stuff. Just put it with the bundle. Buy it off of them. $145. I don't know what I'd play on the Sega Saturn. Rayman? I really don't know why I would buy this. That's what I'm saying. It's not even just nostalgia. I don't really have connections to all those games on there. They're like so good I have to own it. I have to own a Sega Saturn just to play it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd argue the Dreamcast is worth it more. Dreamcast's got really good games on it, but I'm emulating it. The 2DS XL, literally the 3DS XL without 3D, but both are still slightly smaller than the new 3DS. What the fuck? Smoking something. Whatever you're smoking, Nintendo, I don't want anything to do with it, and I'd recommend you stop. Yo, $130 with 3 controllers? Do you got the virtual memory unit? I need the memory card. I don't need the controller. Oh my god, this thing's been through some sort of hell. Abstract version of hell. Oh, Sonic Adventure, nice. Oh, look at this third-party Dreamcast. This looks like a nightmare. Darkstalkers or Marvel on the Sega Saturn? Is that the best port of them? I don't think I'd buy a console just to play Marvel. I said the same thing about Dreamcast. Okay, so there's the Vimeo. The Vimeo. You got the Vimeo. So we got 2 Vimus? Okay, what the fuck is it? Oh, Sega Bass Fishing. Oh, look at the duct tape on the cable, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. This has been through hell. Dude, but the fishing pole for Sega Bass Fishing. Let's go. That's awesome. Okay. $150 though for something. I don't know. 4 games, 2 controllers. Does it have the Vemu? No, it does not do that. It's like none of the people seem to. Oh wait, it does. Oh no, it doesn't. I looked at the back. It's like, wait, is it in? No. I mean, this. If it had the Vemus, I still wouldn't pay this much. But none of them seem to have the virtual memory card. How am I gonna save my games, dude? You know what? That means fish. It's time to fish. Women fear me. Fish fear me. God fears me. The devil fears me. The devil wants me. There's one. Hey, the rare and elusive memory card for the Dreamcast. This doesn't see for 75. Does I take it no power cable and no AV card or AV output. It has not been tested. Thanks for nothing. Okay. All right, Sega Dreamcast. All right, we got to do the Game Gear now. What's going on with the Game Gear? What's going on? $80. 86. Jurassic World Evolution. On the Sega Game Gear? Can we get it on the Sega? Can we port it to the Sega Game Gear? 2 buttons. Nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able... Hey, man, how am I supposed to play Street Fighter with this? KOF I could. It's a 2-button fighter, but... Or no, I can't. I need 4 buttons. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I could... Maybe Virtual Fighter could do it, maybe. But this just has the games. I don't have... Or it doesn't have the games. It's just the console. No batteries, no games. Always tested through AV power cord. Thanks. Thanks. I don't even know why I'd buy this console either. I don't know what I'd play with the Game Gear. Why would I play Sonic 2? I think my smartphone could probably emulate Sonic 2. That's what I was saying. You could probably just emulate it off the... I know I could emulate Game Boy Advance games on my phone easily. Virtual Boy's on the smart... Like, dude, I played on a freaking, like, Droid X2 Corning Gorilla Glass smartphone back in the day. Like, that was like 2013. The Sega Nomad is literally a handheld Mega Drive. Wow, let's put in the Nomad. Game Gear, I'm like, whatever. I legit forgot about the Nomad. I forgot the Nomad was real. But $400? With 2 games? Fantasia and the Tasmania? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's straight up mobile. It literally even has a Sega Genesis controller port. Or is that a Sega Saturn controller? No, it's Sega Genesis, I think. Wait, does the Sega Saturn work with this too? That'd be sick. Duganov stream hit 2003 game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the Microsoft Xbox and later Microsoft Windows 4 months later. I don't own an Xbox, nor do I own an Xbox emulator. I'd have to figure out how to work one. I've never worked an Xbox emulator. I gotta see if one will work properly. Especially with borderless window and stuff like that so I can capture it. I actually kind of want to see updated graphics on it. Like, put the resolution to 1440p or 4K, see what it looks like. And I'll put it on my CRT. I don't think I really care about the Sega Nomad. I think it probably is a little bit too expensive, though. Maybe a little too much. I don't know. Even that I could do Sega Genesis games, I don't know. I think it's just too much, in my opinion. Too much. All right. We're going to do everyone's favorite console, the Neo Geo. This Neo Geo Color, I don't want that. Whoa, what? Oh, for parts of repair. I was like, this console's like worth a lot of money. Look at this Neo Geo console. Cartridge. It's not the console, it's the cartridge. But $180 for King of the Monsters? Dude, Neo Geo is still overpriced. God, because collectors like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever to collect. It's such a diamond in the rough. It's 2000% on Steam, dude. Is it on Steam? How much is it on? Wait, Knights of the Old Republic is on Steam? KOTOR? I'll look it up later. I'll think about it, not right now. I'd rather just get an Xbox. I actually would rather emulate with Xbox because I can play Fusion Frenzy and some other Xbox games that I don't have. Dude, $300 for the Neo Geo X Gold? Whoa, what? Whoa. What? Whoa. Did they make a modern version? What is this? HDMI, what? You were saying America got bored of the Nomad rather quickly. Yo, look at the fight stick, baby. They cost $10 on Steam. I don't know. That seems expensive. Then I'd probably lose interest in playing it. What is this? I have never seen this before. What the fuck is this? Neo Geo X? What? But this is a what? Hold on a second. Let me look this up. What the hell is this? That's way too new. What? Okay, can you give me information on Neo Geo X? SNK released a mobile oh my god. Why? In 2012, December 2012, $200? What were they? Why? 36 games for the Neo Geo X. Oh my! It featured games that were popular in the original Neo Geo hardware and comes built in with 20 original Neo Geo games. Okay, that's pretty good. Which additional titles available on Game Card. But what? Oh, dude, Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, and Fatal Fury Special, KOF 95, Metal Slug, Real Bout Fatal Fury Special and Samurai Showdown 2 all come with it. Grow is apparently have to be bought. Oh my goodness, what the fuck? You can hook this up to your TV though. That's cool. But I don't think it'd be worth it. It's fun and has roughly 30 hours of gameplay at least. That's what I'm saying. It might be too long because you understand I'm trying to play and review other games at the same time. Right? I'm trying to review Tekken series. Soul Calibur is on the list. I don't know if I'm going to do a one-off anytime soon. I'm also trying to make videos about video game companies right now, or any recent news that I think is worth making a video about, like the Nintendo raising the Switch prices. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to just play on stream once a week. It doesn't seem right. Okay, but that's crazy. I didn't know they made a mobile console that you could hook up to your TV. That's just a Nintendo Switch. They were thinking we need more money to fund KOF 12's expensive animation. KOF 13's pixel. You can try it for 2 hours. I'm not saying it's a bad game. That's not what I'm saying. It's like I'm not going to put enough time when I'm not streaming is the argument. Not when I'm streaming. Mr. Edison, all good does not always equal better. They meant also, well, that first argument for about 30 hours long, but also 2 hours so I can refund it on Steam. I'm not saying it's a bad game. That's not my point. It's just finding the time where I could sit down. Because that's not a game you play for an hour. That's not KOTOR. Like, a KOTOR is a game 4 to 6 hours. Okay, you don't just hop on. It's like, no, okay, I'm done. And then flip off. Well, Roy, would you pay $10 for a game of 3 hours? KOTOR is more, what? 3 hours? You might as well just ask me to watch cutscenes then if you think it only has 3 hours of gameplay. It means that he could try it out and then refund if he doesn't like it, but if he does, then there's a lot of gameplay. Well, like I said, it's not, like I just said, that's not my argument, is that to find the time to play it. I don't want to play it just once a week. Right? It's not a one-off game to me. I actually would want to beat it if I'm going to buy it. Okay? I just bought Soul Calibur 6 and Tekken 7 as well. On sale. I did that for the Bandai Namco game. That was 6 days ago that I haven't even touched either game because I've been focusing on making 2 other videos, doing stuff outside of making videos as well. Oh my god. Okay, let's go on. Neo Geo Pocket is just a portal. Okay, so what's the point of having a Neo Geo Pocket if you got the Neo Geo X now? I guess just to have, I guess. This is well, there's an argument to be made. Game Boy Color. You got the Game Boy Advance. Why have the Game Boy Color? You have the DS. So I was just saying you shouldn't buy a game without a lot of gameplay unless it's perfect. Right. I know. You guys are having different arguments. Okay. We already looked at PS1s before. I don't think I need to spell it out all the way here. They know what I'm talking about on this website. $100. I've seen one go for 40 on a different website. Jawa.gg had one on sale for 40. It was originally 80. But I think had the console just like... It actually looked just like this. Similar to this, I think. The original PlayStation. Look how simple that design is, man. God, this console's good. It's just good. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't look good. Like, it looks like a box. It's not... Like, it's got fringes on the back of it. Like, it's not... Or the sides. Excuse me. There you go. Like, fringes. It looks kind of awkward, honestly. You know, it's not like a super sleek console, but it looks of the future and of the past at the same time to me. Especially with, like, the different circle sizes on it. Like, power, disc open, and then the reset button. But I always like the PlayStation controller designs. I always liked them. Okay, well, I don't think there's a lot of good PlayStation 1 prices right now because there's mostly discs on here. Unless, hold on, maybe I do have to spell it out to make sure that I actually get a proper console on here. I might actually have to type in console. There we go. Over $100 for this. For the older PS1, by the way. There's multiple different models, of course. It's just the SNES dog bone bit with hand. Yeah. Oh, man. They have the DualShock PlayStation controller. Sick. Original gray color. Yep. $100. I don't know, because how people price the games is a problem, too. It's not just the console. Dude, what? They got the PS1? Look, see, they even put the reset with it when they made this. It's not a slim. It kind of is, but it's not. I'd rather just call it a different model than just calling it a Slim. It's legit called the PS1. You know? But they decided to build in the power button, the reset button all into one with this model. Some people thought that was just on the PS2, and it's like, no, this model of the PS1 had that. $40 for real? No AV and power, but $40? I guess it would be a Slim, but it's not that slim. You know? It's not even that slim. That's crazy. That's what cracks me up. It's not that slim. You know? Well, I guess it's a Slim. Oh, God, those pads have been worn through, though. $25. Oh, no, parts are repaired. You almost got me. Thank goodness I can read sometimes. My point is he's too busy playing games for YouTube instead of playing games for fun. It's not to say I can't play games for fun. It's just like I said, if I like Skies of Arcadia, I gave the same argument. It's just like it was nice to show off stream, but these are games that take like 30, 50, 70, like a ton of hours to put in. I clearly don't want to put the time to do that and then just be welching on videos, especially when I'm not monetized right now. I'm trying to be somewhat timely, barring any other personal life decision going on, whether like family, whatnot, talking to family, or doing family events, other purchases, like maybe the 19-inch CRT I'm looking for, a good one, all that other stuff, right? Barring all that, or getting injured or sick. Allegedly, the larger disc tray was a leftover from an older design which featured a large proprietary disc. You should play OG Battlefield 2. What? Battlefront 2 on now, first for the 20-year anniversary. I don't mind playing Battlefront 2. That's not like an RPG. Yeah, he's busy with the big boy job. It's just a SNES or dog. Oh, I read that. SpongeBob SquarePants Legend of the Lost Spatula for the Game Boy Color. What the hell are these games, man? They're the most random games. Well, I already knew you were on a Star Wars kick, but like, holy hell. Force Unleashed is good, though. Games should be quick fun, not a prolonged investment. I don't mind them being a prolonged... The payoff's got to be worth the time. Right? It should be rewarding to fight an enemy, but then the grinding became a huge issue. Kids don't care about grinding, as I figured out. Some do, some don't. It really depends of their personality and stuff, but like kids are simultaneously... They either want to waste time or they just don't care. They just don't care. They lose interest quickly, or they're like stuck on it like a zombie. They're just staring at the screen. It's one of the two. But if it doesn't catch their eye, they're like, yeah, I'm good. Dude, PS2 Slim for $40. Oh my God. Oh boy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. PS2 Slim's awesome. This is scratched to hell, but... And it's... Oh, is it actually missing one of the rubber pieces? Yep. Someone... Wait, you gotta avoid warranty that way. Let's see. I already have a PS2, so I'm not really concerned about this. I'm just looking at the prices of them. These are good prices, though. You might as well just get this. Don't get a PS1, just get this. Get the Slim if you can. Get the Slim if it has all the accessories with it, like this one. Not for $150, though. That's too much. Especially when you have a Mad Catz controller. Come on. Come on. The memory cards are nice, but memory cards are cheap. $150, though? No. That was this, dude. It was $150 in like 2006, like 2004. What are you doing? Like, that's way too expensive. Is that with a PlayStation controller? What are you doing? Okay, interesting, but like I said, that will also rely on the games. So I was looking at PS3 consoles today, which is also the inspiration of why I wanted to do this. For just a system, that's overpriced. Yeah, I know. It should be $50 for like everything. For one controller, AV out, power cable. Actually, if you get a component, that'd be cool. But AV out, power cable, and the console. At least I'd probably try to get 2 controllers for $50. Because if you want to try to buy the first model of the PS3, have fun. Like I don't know if they're a decent price for them. Look at that super slim 250 gigabytes for $137.40 or 30 cents, excuse me. So I was looking at the super slims because they have the highest amount of storage. 120 for 80. Because the problem is sometimes the normal slims, the Wi-Fi will go out in them. The Wi-Fi adapter or signal that they have in order to receive a Wi-Fi signal can go out. That's what happened to mine. According to the FTC, Sony can't actually void the end user's warranty for operating the system like that. Yeah, I've heard about that too. That's actually illegal to try to have a warranty system like that. Duke reminds me of my grandma. He complains a whole lot and acts like a boomer, but he also acts like a woman. Yeah, right. Like, you're the one complaining like a woman. I'm not playing your games. Fuck off. Get out of here. Take your beds. Get out of here. Okay, so a Sony PS3 console bundle with 7 games for $100. But this is obviously a slim, but is it the 120, the 160, or the 320? There's too many models of the PS3. God damn it! That's why I just say get the super slim. Just call it even. Or the first, either get the first console or the last console. Is this the 500 gig? Okay. Got to put 500 different things here. I don't want it refurbished. Yo, 110 bucks? Wow, that's actually... Wait, for the 500 gig with a controller. Wow, that's... Wow, okay. I mean, that's good. Well, you can't play PS2 games on it, but... You can play PS1. And you can create eternal memory, but I don't think you play PS2. You'd have to buy it from the store, I think. But it's have fun trying to access the PlayStation Store. I mean, the Super... Dang. What's the original model? Or I should look at the original. Yeah, see, 250? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, it only has, what, 20 gigabytes storage? Come on, man. This is just... Okay. PS2. This is my true PS2. Not my PS3. Nice original box. Alright, I think I've looked at enough PS3s here. Dang, wait a minute. Hold on. But the PS3 girl can only emulate PS1 games. I know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say. Dude, got all the... Dude! Marvel 2, or Marvel 1, 2, 3, and World at War. Sega Genesis Collection. Metal Gear Solid 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Last of Us. Not the worst selection of games I've seen. I gotta say, not the worst. I mean, do you still want to play online on the PS3? That's another question you gotta ask yourself. It's like, do you think if there's any servers available? Because if you're not worried about that, just get a PS3 to play PS3 games. That's like what... Okay, I don't know what else to tell you. If you're not worried about online, then don't worry about it. Don't buy a PS3 just to play online things then. $150 for a console, for a PS4 that's refurbished? No. The Slim for $176? What the fuck? Did I say $499? Are you out of your flipping mind? Slim, the 500 gigabyte, the Slim. That Slim might be worth it. Might be. Actually, I'd just buy the Pro console, wouldn't I? The Pro's probably cheap right now. I wouldn't buy the Slim. I'd just buy the Pro. It has 1 terabyte storage, and it can do 4K 30 frames per second, I think. I remember talking about it. It was like $250 when it came out in 2016. I put that as a proof that Nintendo were overpricing things based on their hardware, based on what the console was capable of doing. Dude, is this really only $140? With a controller and every other cable you need? No way. Damn. See, that's what I say. This is a Pro. TF2's fan service for PS3 is still alive. So, oh my God, you gotta get the Orange Box collection. Get what, Half-Life 2 and TF2 in it, and Portal, something like that. I'm gonna put this DS Lite away. Put it in the desk, the sacred desk of old things that I keep in manuals. But yeah, the Pro, this I think is a decent price if you want to play Bloodborne. I don't even know what games. See, the problem is when you get to like the PS4, PS5 era, why would I buy this when I own a computer, right? That's the big issue. This is if you don't have a computer powerful enough. And also, I think a lot of these games might be on PS5 as well. That PS4 actually seems reasonable. Like I said, this is the Pro model, right? This is not the regular. This is not the Slim. This one actually has the ability to do 4K properly and all that good stuff. You know? As I said, the Pro's a decent console. I gotta say, well, now I think it was decent. You see, 250 isn't too bad, but I think when it came out in 2016, it might have been overpriced. I think it probably should have been 200. But like I said, the ability to do 4K was different, and also had 500 gigabytes more. That's why it was between either you do this or the Slim, because the Slim has the same amount of storage, but it doesn't. It can't do 4K. If you don't care about 4K, then just get the Slim. Maybe, unless the Pro. See, that's what I'm saying. If the Pro and the Slim are the same price, just get the Pro then. Like, what's the like? You get more with the Pro at the same price. Get the thing that you get more with. You know, even if you don't get to use it at the time in which you buy it, but eventually, if you want to buy a 4K television or something like that, gonna pre-order Jurassic World Evolution 3 Deluxe Edition for $75 USD soon. From there, I'm gonna buy DLC for every time they release, so I can platinum it. You need all the DLCs to play them. Platinum? You mean platinum PlayStation? On the PS5. See that? Ooh, actually, 6 games too? I just remembered a neighborhood kid once gave me some of those old 360 games. I only kept Halo 4 in the orange box despite still not having an Xbox. Yeah. Dude, this looks sleek as hell. Okay, hold on. There might be some good... Destiny 2, Left Alive, Battlefield 1, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, plus Arcade Game Series and Risen. Like I said, it's not the worst collection. I don't think it was... it's okay. No Bloodborne? You mean the one that's not... Even though you can emulate it. Because I did. I even showed that on stream. That's just what you call it. No Xbox. The new YouTube experience thing is weird. It's all weird. I always saw the new layout was on Firefox for it as well. There was another one of that. 2 controllers, 6 games. I don't really want to play the Uncharted games. Really. I don't know. 200? I don't know. This might be better. 8 games. And it's a terrible... Oh, Mortal Kombat XL. Let's see. Injustice 2, Infamous Second Son. Okay. Mortal Kombat XL. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Uncharted 4. Professional Farmer, was that? Emulator or whatever? What does that say? Battlefront 2 and Ghost Recon. I think this is much better. The Nathan Drake collection was only a packing game. Right. I think this is a better collection. Sort of. Like I said, what's the point of having a PS4 if you could just have a computer? It's only if you don't have a computer. Or a PS5, I don't think. I don't know if these are on the PS5 store or the PlayStation store to buy on there, but this is actually a much better selection. And 2 controllers. Or 1 controller, excuse me, 1. Console looks kind of beat up for a Pro. But this is a much better deal. Like, if I was going to get a Pro, it'd probably be this one. Wait, yeah, and it comes with all the cables, right? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, where's the cables? Items according to condition tested. Working, blah, 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 blah. And 1 power cable. Okay. It does come with the power cable, but did they not show it on here? I don't think they showed it, but apparently it does come with a power cable. So, Farm Simulator. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wanted to say emulator for some reason. Simulator. See, like, Pros aren't even that bad in price. I would just get a Pro if you wanted to play Bloodborne at 4K at 30 frames. The Bloodborne's like the perfect example of a game to play at 4K at 30 frames per second because it naturally ran at 30 frames per second. There actually is mods for the PS3 emulator, or not PS3, PS4 emulators that can make it run at 60. All right, so let's actually look at the PlayStation 5. First, we're gonna do the digital version because that was $100 less. That was what, $399 because you couldn't put physical discs in it. $300 for a console that's 5 years. I just want to point out the PS5 is 5 years old, but no HDMI or charger for the DualShock. No, it didn't seem to have one. They just said that the power cable was included. So, I mean, charging cables aren't too bad. I don't know if controllers are really that bad at price either for the PS4. PS4 is like, it's really reasonable. Like, I'm surprised how cheap the Pro is. You know, I expected, $300 or something like that. I'm like, wow, no, it's not. Like I said, it's probably because most of the games are also on Steam and other places. PS5 as well, I think, on the store. Dude, what is this? $400 for the digital version? Dude, this is... Even with 2 controllers, this is way too much. This console's 5 years old. Or getting to be 5. It'll be 5 by what? November of this year? Dude, this is way too expensive. Are you kidding me? I just want to point out Slims and stuff like that. We're like $250 or $200 during the holidays for the PS3. I just can't believe, like, come on. Wait, there's a PS5 Slim, isn't there? I don't know if there is. It's been 5 years. There probably should have been. Oh, there is. Wait, is the digital the Slim version? Is that why they consider it? God, what have they done? $473 for... Oh, God. God! Yo, look at this version, though. That looks cool, but it's not worth the price. Yo, they even did the original box. Yo, that looks awesome, but that's not worth $899.99. Oh, yeah, I'm number one. Is that just the console? Oh, no, HDMI cable, the stand, power cable, USB, cable ties, sticker. Dude, not for... Dude, for $900, though? I bought a DLC today. There was no tax on it. No sales tax. Tax-free weekend. $320. How is this still this expensive, dude? How is it still this expensive, dude? Come on, man. That's what I keep telling you, man. The modern, or I should say the average seller is actually a scalper or price gouger, too, okay? Specifically price gouger. Not everyone's a scalper, but a lot of people are gouging. Gouging a little too much. Like I said, this was $399 at release. It's been 5 years. 5 years. PS3 had Slims that were cheaper. The PS4 had the Pro, which was cheaper. Just pointing that out, people. A reminder that Astrobot was the PS5's killer app just last year. Yeah. Astrobot's okay. It's an okay platformer that really did try to do a send-off to all the classic Sony, not platforms, but usually the franchises that were on them. But obviously they're not anymore. They're gone. They're all dead. Gone. Well, they care about remaking things. There you go. Let's get some music going. But this is the digital version with the controller for $320. That is only $79.99 off from what it was retail 5 years ago. Okay, this is not including, okay, I want to point this out. This is not including any sales that happened during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, around Thanksgiving weekend. What else? Christmas to New Year's and Prime Day. And any other website that does sales. Those are usually the ones most common. Dumbasses that don't understand how appreciating value works. That's my problem, is that they think this is appreciating value. And also, the PS5 has no games. That's true. Like like Stellar Blade was, like I said that before, 2 months ago, it just came out on Steam. It's like, oh, you don't even have your own exclusives. Why would I pay for this console? Okay, what point? Like, what? What games would I want to play on it? I don't know. What modern game would you want to play? That's what I'm saying. At least a computer, I could do every console ever made ever. Eventually. You know, gotta get that PS5 emulator cooking up. Let's look at a normal PlayStation 5. I don't think I put console in there, but... See, it says Slim. But that's the digital version. This says Slim, but it doesn't say digital. It's very confusing. See, this order 46 bids. Who is buying up PS5s in 2025? Are you scalping? Blu-ray edition console. What? What do you mean by that? Does it not do the PS3 can do Blu-ray? What are you talking about? What does that even mean? This looks like the Final Fantasy 16 bundle. Does it even have the game? This is a barely used PS5 Blu-ray 825. Rank your top 5 states. I don't think I even have a ranking for any states in the United States of America. I can tell you probably the lowest to California, Florida, New York, Texas. I don't know where to put a 5. There's no FF16 with this. It was a digital download and linked to my account. You son of a bitch. So that's what happens when you do digital downloads, because they link to the account and you don't have a physical disc or a code. I can't. It's really weird to call the digital the Slim. Even though it was technically a slimming down, Slims usually came after the original console. And it makes it confusing that way. Rumor has it that Sony has already begun sending out PS6 dev kits. Well, yeah, it makes sense. It's every 6 to 7 years. It's been 5 years. Yeah, you expect the PS6 by 2027. November or December. That's not really uncommon. It's not like there's going to be any good games coming out, but... or a lot worth the time. That's what I'm saying. Games are also getting longer too on average as well. They're not like just 2 to 8 hours. They got to be like 20 to 30 hours on average. Unless it's a movie game, but even those are long. Like Ragnarok's, God of War Ragnarok's long. Last of Us 2's long. Red Dead Redemption 2 is so long. Like 80% of people didn't beat it on Steam. Or beat the epilogue, I should say, which means the entirety of the story mode. My top 6 states are Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire. You live in one of those states. Of course you'd put it. Of course you would. I don't know if I would put the state I live in the top 5. Or top 50. Or top anything. Lamau. Non-disc console. Do people not know it's called the digital edition, man? You got all these search terms that are just confusing the hell out of everyone. Why is this $370? It's not even like, oh, did they come out with it like a proper super slim or slim where it's like 2 terabytes, stuff like that? Because this says 3 terabyte. And I don't know if that's from an external hard drive. Why is there not a 2 terabyte version by now? Or a 4 terabyte version? Yeah, my top 1 is Massachusetts, where I live. It's so awesome. It's so awesome, guys. Slim bit disc. These are terrible. They're still overpriced. That's sad. Okay, we're still not done yet. We got the PSP here, which had different models, the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, of course. Which, the PSP sold like... Dude, get this. The PSP and Game Boy Advance are close in sale numbers. Insane to think about. Especially what came after with the PS Vita. Dude, apparently the first model of the PS Vita had an OLED screen. I'm like, first of all, you were ahead of your time, behind of your time, and of a time, all at the same time. It's very bizarre. Like, OLED was ahead of its time and of its time because technically Sony made an OLED television back in the mid-2000s. It was super small and stupidly expensive. Second off, it was around the mobile period of time, but the past idea was that they didn't have a lot of good games on it. And the way they designed it was archaic compared to the PSP. Evidently, so many schizos in chat are massholes. Yeah, 2. You and Mr. Anderson. I don't think anyone else was from Massachusetts. These PSP prices are way too high. I think they're getting modded. I thought the PS Vita was modded to emulate other games. $200 for a PSP? No. PS Vita was so awesome. I would only buy the OLED version because the newer version they made of the PS Vita, the second model, actually had an LCD screen. What a time to be in, out, and of time. And isn't that crazy? Because I'm just thinking like the Nintendo Switch is just a PS Vita combined with a Neo Geo. Like the Neo Geo X. You know what I mean? But like the Vita it just didn't have any good games on it. It wasn't a good seller. It wasn't a good competitor against the 3DS whatsoever. It's my fellow Massachusettsian here, yes, Daddy Bezos. Why are you switching? That's rolling. You know that. But these PSPs are a little too expensive. This might be fine if they're not refurbished. Dang, they got all the crazy versions. You got the crazy versions? Winning 11 3000 out of stock. Yes, but here, I don't know. Yo, Kingdom Hearts Silver! All out of stock. Do you have anything? Monster Hunter Limited Edition 3000? Yo, that looks good. It looks sick, actually. With the micro SD, nice. With the adapter and the battery pack. 160 though? You smoking crack? No, I wouldn't pay 160 for a PSP. I'd rather just emulate it at that point. You're forcing me. You're forcing me to emulate it, dude. I want to buy it, but you're overpricing it. All right, let's try the PS Vita. PS Vita OLED. There we go. There it is. Look at that first model. Look at the PS Vita. Bro's got a Kingdom Hearts chain on. He's got the Oblivion, I think it's called. Look at the PS Vita, man. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? That's crazy, though, an OLED screen. It blows my mind. It's like 2011. The Vita was a weird bridge between the PS3 and PS4. Yeah, they just did a bridge that was soon to fall. Because I wouldn't want to buy the newer OLED models. Or not OLED. New PS Vita, because like I said, it doesn't have the OLED screen. It doesn't look that bad. It looks too rounded. I don't know, man. Volume buttons on top and all that good stuff, but what games am I playing on it? I don't know. I say I think people are just using it as an emulator now, if anything. Do they? Let's see. Oh God, the memory card is almost more than the entire console with the power cord and all that. What the hell were they thinking, dude? 64 gig is 257, but without it, it's 149. What? The PSP itself should be like 50, 60. Yeah, I know. It should be way cheaper than. So I think it was what, 250. What? I think the PSP was $250 retail, $249.99, which is a lot for a mobile console. I gotta say that might be overpriced. There's an argument to be made that the PSP was overpriced, but it sold so well. Pretty sure. Hold on. Yep, $249.99. Insane. That's a bit too expensive, even for what the PSP could do. Just pointing out that the Super Slim was, or the PS4 Pro was $250. It's crazy to look back at that, but like I said, I'd only want the OLED screen Vita if I ever owned a Vita. Dude, $130 some dollars? Yeah, but this is, I don't think this is backwards compatibility, isn't it? Backwards compatible. Capable. I don't think you put the UMD discs in it, so you'd have to get a ROM or whatever and put it on the SD disc, or SD, whatever. Micro SD. Okay. I think those are a bit too expensive for my taste. All right, let's look at the original Xbox. This is going to be the last set of consoles we're going to do. The original Xbox. $140 for the... No. No. Ah, God, what are you doing? 140? I don't know. Power cable, AV cable. Oh, no, those are... No, those are AV. I was like, dude, usually when you see them, those like... Wait, yeah, when you usually see them like that, they have a gold ring around them and then have the color on them, but that's normal AV cables. Actually, is that third party or is that legit No, it's legit Xbox cables. Damn. Oh, and they got the Mini Duke. They don't have the Duke, they got the Mini Duke. Normal size controller. This one actually has the Duke, but 160? Why is the original Xbox so expensive? PS2's not even that. What? And that's just with no cables on this one. That's 110 plus the delivery. Remember when swapping batteries could somehow hack the PSP? Yeah. Crazy times. Crazy times. Yo, the Fable with the Mini Duke again. I all got the Mini Duke. I try to get... I think the Xbox can obviously do a component. It's a wicked awesome console. I'd buy it. Not for this price. No. 120 is way too much for the original Xbox, even with the controller and Fable. It should be like 90, if that. 120, yeah. See, without the delivery, I think that would have been more appropriate. I don't know. I just don't think it's worth 130. I know we didn't look at... You know what? Let's actually look at Xbox games. Right? Because the issue is not the console price alone. It's the games in which either comes with it or doesn't. Okay, let's do an Xbox original. And the fact that I have to say original instead of one doesn't help. Okay, now this might be worth it. Might be. Yo, wireless controllers? Okay, so Tony Hawk's Underground, Star Wars. They have both Lego Star Wars. Wow, Destroy All Humans 2. That's not a bad collection. But it's a very low amount. Where's the DVD ports? 2 controllers of 5 games, but does not come with a power cord. Internet browsing capabilities, right on. Component. Wait. Component cables. Those don't look. Wait. Those aren't. That's not. RCA is composite. Well, that's not component. That's composite. You need the green and the other. Yeah. You need the green. The green. You need the sync on green, sync on Luma, the sync stuff. You don't have that. It's actually 5 cables. See, well, are these refurbished or are these just pre-owned? With and without manual. Okay. Well, there's no point. See, the problem is, well, you should buy it to play Halo. I literally have the Master Chief Collection. Like, there's no point in me buying the game. I could play the Master Chief Collection on my monitor, my CRT monitor, if I wanted to, okay? I don't know what game. Like I said, Fusion Frenzy, like Call of Duty 2. I don't know what games I'd play on Xbox that I can't just get on Steam. Crazy Taxi 3 that I doubt I'd care about. Dance Dance Revolution Destroy All Humans is a PS2 game as well. Driver 3 is a PS2 game as well. That's what I'm saying. If it's not... Like, when you're sharing games, it makes it hard to want to get it. The Goodwill down the street has a 360 for $60 and another with a Kinect for $80 and a bunch of X-Bones for $90. It's crazy how low the Xbox One is. That's a crazy price. But we're getting there. We're not going to do it right now. We're going to do it after the Xbox 360. Because the Xbox 360 has multiple Conquer, N64, which I have an N64 emulator. Oh, you mean the new Conquer, the second Conquer, right? No, I don't know if I'd pay for the newer Conquer. I don't know. I don't know if I do that. Instead of illegally emulated, I buy it. I'd like to buy. Oh, it ain't just that. It's the problem is streaming it too. I'd have to buy all these consoles, then buy all these games. Like, you gotta understand, I'm doing this channel currently for free. Okay. I'm using more money than I am getting out of this channel. Okay, that's the PS5 stuff. Yeah, the 500 gigabyte 360. Yeah, the 4 gig 360S. That's crazy. That's way too low. Yeah, there's the 250. That's the one you want. Dude, $36? Wow. They started this at $36. And it ends in 23 minutes. That's crazy. This is that's not the older model. It's the newer 360 model, I think. Wow, look at the hard drive, dude. Xbox is basically a mid-range of Windows CE machine. Got a controller, got one game. This did HDMI, so... I mean, you could do... I think this has component inputs, too. Just like the PS3, I think had component. Obviously, had RCA. Had the yellow, white, red. What? Why are these so cheap? Third-party power supply? Wow. I'm actually impressed how cheap these are. Dang. Dang, what? The 320, what? 320 gigabyte? They had the, look at that. Look at the remove. Oh, the freaking mouse scrolled down. Look. Yep. I take it that he has what? Two 120s and 180 then. The back one's an 80 then if they added up to 320. That's crazy. The removable hard drives, baby. Hell yeah. Dude, all this for freaking $60? Oh, they've already bid on it. It's probably going to be way more. But that's crazy these are going so cheap. Wish they made an Xbox 720. It's called the Xbox One. These are crazy cheap. 250 gig with a controller. Full load. Okay. And power and video output. Wow. I'm like perplexed at how cheap the Xbox 360s are. Especially the 250 gigs. Isn't the Boomerang 360 the one that can shred discs if lightly moved? I don't recommend moving any consoles even when they have discs inside them, but I'm not for sure. I just remember the red ring of death. The PlayStation had a yellow light of death. PS3 specifically. The older models did. I just think it's insane how low the Xbox 360 is priced. Dude, what the fuck? Because you could just buy external hard drives. That's not a big deal with the Xbox 360, but... Wow. 24 games? Dude. Halo 3 ODST, Halo 3 Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh my goodness, Call of Duty Black Ops. Star Wars The Clone Wars combined with Tetris Worlds. Wow. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Lego Batman. Halo 4. Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 3. Quake 4. Final Fantasy 13. I don't know why I mentioned Final Fantasy 13, but... And the original... Yeah, that's the Xbox 360 Elite. That's what's called the Elite. But this is not an Elite, I don't think, is it? Oh my God, they have the Xbox 360 steering wheel? Dude, this guy was going to sell this for $70 on the first bid. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh my God, that's crazy. And a controller. And the power. And RCA. Composite. And a box. That's not the right box. But... Whoa. Whoa. Dude. I think this probably is a steal. If it was at 70, but they did an auction. Yeah, they had the 360S and the 360 Elite. There we go. So we'll look at these two. Okay, Halo 3 ODST. Not Call of Duty Ghost. Bad. Don't care about Stars. Flashpoint. No. The Sims 3. Minecraft. Civilization Revolution, baby. Sigmar. And with a Kinect. And with two controllers, both wired. And AV. Or not AV. That's power cable and the USB. A USB port. USB cable, excuse me. Which, yeah, hold on. Let me actually look at here. Wow. For $120? That's a good deal, I think. For the 360S. Because I think the 360S is 250 gigabytes. That's a pretty good deal. I gotta say, that's pretty good. Wow. I'm still being wowed and impressed by this. I don't know why. Oh, because it feels appropriately priced. It doesn't feel like I'm getting price gouged. Let's try this one. So this one's $100 plus $15 shipping. This is the 60 gig hard drive with the original, I think the original Xbox model. Evil Within, BioShock, is that Infinite? Limited edition, so it's BioShock 1. Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham Asylum, Battlefield 4, Borderlands 2, The Darkness. These aren't, whatever, sports games or whatever, but I wait for Jurassic Park Operation Genesis because it ain't readily available on modern consoles, yeah. This isn't a bad price range either. One controller, too, with a Kinect, with the, I think that's the original power brick. Interesting. Man, that's awesome. Okay, I really underestimated how the Xbox... Why? It's like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 are like the reasonable ones. 420 by 60... No, I'm not buying it. No, I'm not buying Xbox 360. No. No. I don't even think I have room. Oh my God. Because I wouldn't just buy the console. I'd buy a lot of games for it too that I'd want to play. But this might be even more insane. $118 for an Xbox One? Really? Wow. What games you got on it? Hitman 2, Quantum Break, Sniper 3, Ghost Warrior, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, another Ghost Recon game. Because they got two Tom Clancy games. They have Siege, they have Ghost Recon GTA 5. Yo, the red Xbox One controller with the white back and the white top. Or the silver top. Is that a limited edition controller? Or was that a special way it made? What the Yo! Look at it, dude. Are you kidding me? Look at this soul. Run DMC. Self-help. Okay, well, that's kind of cringe. But this Xbox got soul to it, sort of. A little cringe, a little soul. Dang. That's crazy. $118 for the Xbox One? Really? It's kind of crazy to say like the PS4s and the Xbox Ones, PS3, the Xbox 360 are reasonably priced. That's what's this? $108? Over like $109? What games you got on here? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Need for Speed, Battlefront 1 and 2. Nice. Xbox One controller and the console. Sick. And power cable. Is that power cable? Yeah. Smaller brick. Sweet. And that a charging cable? I think that's a charging cable too with the controller. Good. Freaking crazy. Wow. Oh, Xbox One S. Slim. Yeah, with the side thing. Yeah. I want to buy my Microsoft Xbox just for... What is that? Is it just for Jurassic Park? Stickers? Listen, soul. The soul of stickers, dude. I don't mind stickers on a thing. There was a CRT monitor that I just looked at. I'm like, dude, there's so much soul on this. This is some kid's computer because I had a bunch of like girl stickers on it, like cats, dogs, soccer. I'm like, dude, this was some kids. And it's like probably a grown woman now. I was like, dang, dude, the soul beyond reason. Wait, is this still up? It probably is. Hold on, let's look it up. Oh, is it gone? Oh, it might actually be gone. Wait, no, hold on. Let's go under. No. Where's, what happened to the filters? What the where'd the filters go? What the fuck? Did you see that the filters disappeared? It might be gone. It straight up might be gone. Why did the filters Oh, no exact. Oh, it's gone! Oh my god, it's actually gone. I think. They had the model number in the name. Dude, it's gone. It was actually, it was like 150 for it, which was pretty okay for a 17-inch monitor. It was a non-Diamondtron. But it's actually gone. I can't believe it. It's actually gone. Someone actually got it. I think. Hold on. I would know it immediately with the stickers on the front. Yeah, it is gone. Holy hell, someone bought it. Yo. Shout out to whoever bought that monitor, dude. You recognize Soul. Okay, we gotta... Speaking of not recognizing Soul, Xbox One X. Or I should say Xbox Series X, right? Is that what they call it? It's not Xbox One X, it's Xbox Series X. I don't know about this console, dude. I don't even know why you'd buy it. I have no idea what exclusives are on the Xbox Series X. I have no idea. I wouldn't even know. What, Halo? Halo 5? No, Halo 5 and 6 were on Xbox One. What would you play on this that you wouldn't... Elden Ring? Okay, well, I guess you could play Elden Ring. Gotham Knights is terrible. Need for Speed Unbalanced, terrible. The Quarry was terrible. I don't know what Dolman is. Mafia 3 was not as good as 2. Far Cry 6 is not that great. It would just be modern games. I guess it's just, like I said, the Xbox equivalent to the PS5. Check the item history on your account. It's gone. Don't worry about it. It was a Gateway VX700 that had stickers all the way around. I didn't put it on my... I don't know if it actually would be in my item history because I was looking at like 12 billion other monitors. I ain't worried about it. It was just soulful. You know what I mean? It just had soul. I like the stickers because of the soul of the CRT. But the screen was in good condition. Apparently it could do 1600 by 1200. But like I said, it was the non-Diamondtron edition of mine, essentially. It was still flat, but it wasn't a Diamondtron. My favorite game is Lego Jurassic World. Series S doesn't even have a disk drive and a finite storage space. Welcome to the PS5 digital edition. Yeah, because Xbox just copied that concept. What is it? $400? Oh my god! I didn't realize this was $500. Apparently, I'm blind. I didn't realize it was $500. This is the 512 gigabyte. Why is it 512? Why isn't it 1 terabyte? Why was the original 1 terabyte? Are you smoking crack, Xbox? No wonder you guys are trash. You want to be on everyone else's... They might as well just be a publisher, because that's essentially what they are. They publish games, but they're not very good either. It's hard to say what game company's really been consistently good. You know, CD Projekt Red used to be, and then Cyberpunk came out, and it was a flippin' disaster. They made up for it, I guess, but the scars still remain. This is overpriced as hell. Especially for the games that come with it. What the fuck? This disappoints me. Every time I look at a new console, I gotta worry about losing my disc. I have digital Xbox. Well, the problem is that usually digital... Well, okay, if we gotta realize something. If there might be new laws later in the future about whether or not you actually own video games and whether or not those companies will actually take away your product. So, I know California was having that issue with Newsom. And just recently with the payment processors when buying certain games. Speaking of Soul, how about some Soul Calibur music? You got it! Because I don't have any more consoles to look up. I think I got them all. But we can listen to Soul Calibur stuff. I love Soul Calibur games. They're pretty good. For the most part. Soul Calibur, we're going to do, what, Confrontation? There you go. Hold on, let me... Hold on a second. Let me do that first, then. Why is it not capturing the audio? Oh, there it is. Now it's working. I don't know. It wasn't working before. Now it's good. There you go. Hell, Mr. Xbox guy even said that Mirko Shaft said that there'll be a third-party developer for the Switch too. Yeah, well, they are. I think they were trying to push the Asus ROG Ally, Swift Ally. They were pushing that mobile console as well. I only want to play them for like a month though. See well, I mean, a game shouldn't be like 5 years to play. You can't just treat every game you buy like an MMORPG. It's not RuneScape. And even then, I don't recommend playing it for an entire, like, 5 years. You know, I'd wait for most of the good content to come out, then play it if you wanted to play it. But most games shouldn't be lasting over a month. You know, unless you're playing, like, 1 hour a day. But like I said, most games require a bit more than that to be worth playing. Because you're spreading out. Like, imagine, okay, so let's get this. You play 1 hour a day. The month is 30-day month, and you only play 1 hour. That's 30 hours, right? Think of a game that you would want to play 1 hour a day every day for 30 days. You know, I take a game and I play for a month straight, and I platinum it or I'm done with it. Well, yeah. Well, you're going like super hardcore into it. But yeah, I get you. You know, let's see if there's new 6 or 19-inch CRTs out. Wow, I've been rambling for 2 hours. That's how they sneak up on you. They drop a big old CRT and you don't see it coming. Oh, that Dell went away. Lamau, that M993 went away. I knew it. I knew it was going to get sold by. I said it. In the beginning of the stream, I said this is going to get sold by today or tomorrow. And it was gone. Get up and go. Must have got up and went. This is over expensive. It was $250 for it's a Dell M993S. It has a Samsung tube in it with a horizontal frequency of, I think, about 95, 96. 1920 by 1440p at 60, I think. That's not what I'm looking for. Close, but it's not what I'm looking for. I want a Trinitron Diamondtron. Or, like, well, the ViewSonic. Some ViewSonics have it. Remember the prices of these Extreme? They're still here. They're going to be here for a while. These monitors are going to be here for a while. No, actually, there was a Sony, like a really high-end that was refurbished, actually, that had, like, the tube changed. That sold for $2,000. When the bidding number in the beginning was like 900. I tried to offer like half of what they're putting the price at, and I got denied. Like, there's a Sun Microsystems on here. This one, I offered $450, and it was immediately denied. Because I think I have a setting on there that could deny offers under a certain amount. Because this is a good monitor. It really is, but it's not even worth $700 to me. I can't do it. It's too expensive. Like, I'm giving myself like a budget of under $500. If it's a really good monitor, like some like top 10, top 15 CRT at that size, but no. It has to be like a 21, 22-incher. The best it's ever been. I don't think it is. I don't think I got anything else to say or do. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Because I'm not really interested in playing a game right now. I want y'all to take care of yourselves. Have an excellent one. I don't know what videos are coming out this week. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. I kind of want to do a video on Ubisoft, but I probably got to work on Tekken 6 and Soul Calibur 5. I might do, there's a PSP Soul Calibur and there's a Wii Soul Calibur. I might try to get those out as videos as well. But I want you all to take care of yourselves. Thanks for stopping by. Have an excellent one. Wait, Lol Gremlins are why I don't play games or eat at a desk. Yeah. Make sure I get my fill before it's too late. You will not end stream. I will end the stream. Sorry.